whatever we do, change comes. It's coming with the implosion of our Imperium, and it's coming with the rapid degradation of the ecosystem itself. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. It's how we cope with this change. Will we respond actually? Will we learn to speak to the world with a new humility and recreate structures within our own communities for sustainability? Or will we continue to live in illusion? And in a way, it's a matter of awakening ourselves to our new reality and responding to it.
The argument that I'm making is that when we evaluate tactics, strategies, actions, the question we should ask is, do they create a more horizontal distribution of power or not? Right? Do they equip us for self-determination or not? I don't know if we can save the world. I don't know what's possible. We can't know what the future holds. So we can invest ourselves in acting according to our consciences now, no matter what people call us when we do, in such a way that others will feel entitled to do the same.
Oh shit. Is this thing on? Okay, so welcome back to another episode of the best worst show on the internet. Yes, the best worst show on the internet. That's right. Anyways, yeah. Welcome back. It is Griftcast IRL in the mornings. That's right. So please send money. Please send money now. Anyways, Definitely, though, hit us in that PayPal, though, because I just checked my bank account, and I'm definitely probably going to be going into the red. So it is what it is. But anyways, it's actually time to start getting into the show. So welcome. We only really had, one interaction last night that came off. Somebody named SlimWick7. Like, they subscribed last night. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So thank you to SlimWick7 for subscribing last night. And as always, this is the Griftcast. That's right. Better red than dead. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that it's definitely going to be red. It's definitely going to be red. I don't really worry about the dying thing because, I've done that about 5 times already, and every time I come back. So somebody wants me here. I don't know why, but no, that's actually not true. I know exactly why. So what's going on? We had a long stream last night. Some shit was happening, folks. There was some drama or whatever, but there are PR firms out there that are working. So all of you guys that work for the Griftcast IRL PR firm, make sure you email hr@griftcast.com so that you can get your W-9 paperwork filled out so that we can legally pay you, because that's actually how it works. And oh boy, it looks like we might be selling some new products right now. I just opened up my Griftcast email, and it seems like, let me triple check here before I'm pulling it, before I talk any shit. Oh my God, no fucking way, bro. We finally got another product to be selling over here on the internet or whatever. I mean, this is amazing. This is great news. I literally just sat down at my desk today. So I got to check the emails for Griftcast and stuff like that. We're going to have to start doing the shout outs into the chat, but I just had to pop that open. And yes, in fact, we are now an official affiliate. Yes, an official affiliate with EMP Shield. EMP Shield is now an official affiliate of the Griftcast IRL podcast, which means we got a coupon code. We got 50, I think it says right here, $50 discount off of every purchase. Damn. I think we're going to be grifted really hard out here all of a sudden. This is very nice. This is very nice. I like this. Oh, goody. So yeah, we have a brand new product to be shilling, and we're going to be shilling that shit hard. I got it up right here. I'm looking at it, and I just got the email. We also have another affiliate code getting sent out to My Patriot Supply Store to, get that shit on lock. So hopefully you guys are a little bit ready for that one. Now, time to start shouting people out in the chat, because that's what we do at the beginning of every single show. How's it going, Iridic Fusion? And dude, this thing has always been a grift, bro. It's always been a grift, except for now it's a straight up grift, except for definitely hit us up. What's up to you, kind of B? Hello. How's it going to Tropical Delusion? We missed you last night, but glad that you're here. We have Justin Rodane saying that DeFango's a legend on the internet. I like legend on the internet. Holy shit balls. What do we got right there? We got a donation. I got a donation of $101.01. What the hell, man? That was a big one. But wait, that's different. That wasn't a super chat. That was actually a straight donation. And it's from the Tanya saying, here's some weed money, yo. And she did that through griftcastirl.com, because if you actually go to griftcastirl.com, you're going to hit our members page. Well, it's not even a members page. Anybody can go there and check that shit out, to be perfectly honest. But when we're live, you'll notice that it has the sidebar here, so you can chat, you can watch that. But she actually probably used this right here, which is the donation thing, which allows you to donate directly to us and bypass the platform, so that I get that money today, as opposed to having to wait till whenever the platform gives it to me. Because right now, that's one of those situations where I got to wait till the 23rd, but I need that shit today. You know what I'm saying? Or yesterday. But either way, we also have the Griftcast IRL merch store. If you guys like buying merch and picking up products and stuff, you can always go there and definitely check that stuff out there. And we totally appreciate it if you did. And oh yeah, let me drop that link over into the chat so y'all can check that shit out too, because this show is 100% Griff, 20% news, and 80% me making a jackass out of myself. Yes, indeed, Rudy. And FOMO TV, that is right. We definitely broke 6K subs, which is pretty fantastic. We finally broke 6K subs over here. We broke 100 followers over there on the Rumble. We broke 6K subs over here on the YouTube. We're finally having a great little time that we're all working with together, which I kind of like. Actually, and also back to the shout outs. What's up to Ranting Riven? Grift.exe has been initiated. That is true, but it really hasn't been kicked off until we start getting the first super chats and stuff like that. But I mean, we already started the day off pretty fantastic, to be perfectly frank, because we got that donation coming in from Vitania for $111.11. Which again, thank you so much to Vitania for hooking that up. That's going to keep us out of the red for just a little bit longer. And honestly, I might be able to get some weed, actually, although I probably shouldn't buy weed and I should just leave the money in the bank account, because seriously, I have no idea what's going to come out of there. I have no idea. What's up to Justin, or what's up to Joe, the Joker? PR checks coming out at the end of the month. That's right. If you're looking to get one of them PR checks, you got to fill out your paperwork. Email hr@griftcast.com, and then we'll go ahead and get you a package sent over. Hello to Brian Findley. Nice of you to meet us. There's the email right there. So yeah, please contact. You see hr@griftcast.com. If you've been involved with the whole PR debacle nightmare that we've all been dealing with, just go ahead and email the HR department. They'll get you straightened out. They get you taken care of. That's definitely indeed. What's up to Miguel H? How you doing out there? Sir Elliot, how you doing? Griffception indeed is what we're all working with. Nice to see you, the lucky burrito. Hopefully you're doing very well today and this evening. And once again, thank you to Thedanaya for all that great sweet cash. That's definitely going to help us out right there. And then we got CV in the chat dropping the Griftcast IRL link tree, which has got all the links that you could get to. And if you want to get to that link tree, you just need to go to griftcast.com. Take you right there. Definitely take you right there. How's it going, Annie and Alfie? Please send coffee beans. Please send coffee beans. That is totally correct and true. I love coffee beans. We also got PR firm, you will be paid soon. Please be patient. Yeah, that's right. But, we run the PR firm that we started the whole PR debacle with the Eliza Blue thing. So we're the ones that are definitely running the PR firm there, sir. So you know what? We'll be paying you soon, and definitely make sure, if you've been involved in the PR debacle that has been happening with this whole Eliza Blue situation, please email hr@griftcast.com. We'll make sure we get your W-9 paperwork filled out and everything so that you guys can get paid at the first of the month. Yeah. So, we're not like that PR firm Joker out there who thinks they're funny. We're actually funny. We actually own the domain. That's a real email inbox. And I really do have W-9s, bitches. So, who's funny now? Huh? Who's the real troll? Huh? Who's real? Really doing all this? Yes. And to JR Riggs, this show is definitely an official grift, dog. It's always been an official grift. It's always been official grift. What's up to Morton? We are definitely getting the grift going on right now. How's it going to Steve Cutler Live? I believe that's the man thing that belongs to the Lucky Burrito or whatever. If I'm not mistaken, I might be, but I don't think I am. Hello, Amika Cream. How's it going, fellow PR bots? Oh, we're doing pretty good. That's exactly what we're doing pretty good. And how's it going, R? Truly amazing how this shadowy PR firm was able to retroactively go into Eliza Blue's past, planning consistency to quality her question into her history into 2023. They even got her to appear in a World Star video. I know, I'm fantastic at what I do. You guys have no idea how far my reach can actually go, and I could do that for, simply a joke. I mean, I got all these people on this thing, and all we had to do is put out a thread. I mean, seriously. Think about that. That's why we are the PR kings, and that's why we're the PR firm, Griftcast IRL Reputation Management Services, that's in charge of this whole thing. How's it going, Cutting Linguist? And hey, what's going, Jets? Mess. Hello. How's it going, my boy, Russell Dufresne? Discourse was all over Chib's chat last night. Yes, it was, dude. We were getting all kinds of free PR yesterday. People were checking us out, dude. We're literally the only honest show on YouTube. I mean, there's literally nobody that is more honest than we are. I mean, they can act like they've been more honest than we are, but the reality is that that's just not fucking true. There's no way that you could be more legit than we are. No way. No way. And you know why? It's because we actually have websites shit. We set this shit up in less time than it's taken Tim Pool to set up most of his shit. And I mean, we actually sell beanies. We actually sell beanies, real fucking beanies. He doesn't even sell beanies that have his logo on it. He's like, oh, I only want to sell beanies that are going to be really new, high quality. Yeah, the only beanies that I sell are high quality. It'd take me that long to find one. I'm literally wearing one of the beanies right now. So I don't know what the hell they're talking about. They're a bunch of shitheads is what I think. But make sure you go click on our link tree. You can hit us in the Venmo, the Cash App, the PayPal. You can hit us on our Streamlabs donation button. You can jump into the merch store. You can check out our number one sponsor of the show, Coffee Brand Coffee, where Coffee Daddy himself, Jeremy from the Quartering, has allowed us to give you 5% off utilizing promo code, discount code, Griftcast. And then if you click the link in the chat, you might get a little bit extra. And whoa, looks like somebody just bought some freaking merch. That Tanya just bought a Griftcast IRL champion portable jacket. No way. I just put that on the store. That's a brand new item. I haven't even done anything with that one. But you want to see? Let's go check out and see what you bought. You guys want to see what you bought? It's something new that we just put on the store, actually. Let me go down. Wait, where is it at? Some champion hoodie thing. Hey, where is it at? Oh, yeah, there it is. The Griftcast IRL champion packable jacket. Be in style with your nice embroidered jacket that comes in a variety of different colors that'll keep you nice and cool and unwet when it's raining outside. Check it out. Only $40 on the website. And I mean, it packs down into a nice little tiny adjustable pouch so you can hide it away and it doesn't take up a lot of space. I mean, it's just super nice. And obviously you can get it in black, which is my favorite color, but I threw that real pretty pink in there. We got the real pretty gold, that nice royal blue, and then obviously my favorite, the red. So thank you to the Tanya for making this grift what it's supposed to be, an unadulterated grift, and sending us money, buying our merch, and becoming a member and all that other shit. Because the Tanya, she does it all. That's why she's one of our number one suppliers of cash. She is number one in Griftcast's eyes right now. Just because she's done all of the things, she does all the things. She's an example as to what we want everyone else to be. So send me some money. Just kidding. But not really though. Please help. Please help. I'm losing my voice. I actually think I am losing my voice from doing it or having to make a voice. Yes, the Theta Naya is what we call the number one grifty. Top grifty. That's right. She is a grifty. And you know what? We break for super chats on this show, but we have a couple of top grifties, and Thetanaya is definitely one of the top grifties of the Griftcast. That's right. Gotta like make my nose pop. So this ear's like a little bit weird, at least. Definitely. What does this say? I don't know if you read this, but I find it interesting that Tim calls us bots, yet his YouTube subscribers have dropped. Funny how bots could do that. Yeah, it is actually a little bit funny how bots could do that. I thought we were all just bots. I mean, last night, this video didn't have a lot of views on it, but 37 5 hours ago when it was uploaded, let's refresh it, see where it's at. 54 views 13 hours ago. Okay, so definitely seems like this one's kind of moving its way across the sky. I can go across the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book. The Reading Rainbow. Yeah. I don't care anything. What? Sorry. I don't know where that came from. So, yeah, this is the kind of energy that we're actually getting off of this whole entire situation. These are the vibes that I'm getting. They're not good vibes. I wouldn't say they're great vibes, but Tim Pool is putting a lot of Frost Current energy out there right now, and I think it's kind of hilarious. Like, Tim, what the fuck are you doing, man? There's no PR company out there after you. I just started one last night. I added the HR email and everything. It actually works. You can actually email hr@griftcast.com, and that's like my email now. So, like, you can email me there, or, and then, we'll send you the paperwork and stuff. Because, like, I'm the only employee, so, like, it's just another inbox and a shit set up or whatever. But I figured I would take the troll the extra mile just because I know, like, Chrissy Mayer and the rest of those guys, they don't know how to do that shit. Come on, bro. They're not going to take it that far. They're not going to take it that far. They're not. But you know what? I will, because I can. And I don't even have the money for it. But you know what? I will spend it and eat ramen noodles just to be funny, because I'm funny. I'm funny as fuck. Yeah. So, what was I even saying? Let's probably get into the actual fucking interview and shit that we were looking at. Because, I mean, there's a couple of summaries that happen right now. I think Tim Pool's entire fan base really understands that shit is going bad right now. Like, I think this pretty much caps it off as his, like, biggest moment when he went crazy before the member segment, all right? Because we need to watch the other stuff first before we watch the member segment to really get where, like, his dichotomy, because Tim is he's like different people, right? Like, at the same time, he's telling his public audience and his outward people that aren't paying him money one thing, and then he turns the fuck around and says the complete opposite and completely addresses it to the paying members, even though they're still like, dude, we're going to get rid of our subscriptions and shit. So just, like, right here.
Scroats McGoat says, last night as a member, if Tim doesn't disavow Eliza tonight, get the out, Scroats McGoat. You can cancel right now and see you later. You will never wave money in my face and make me disavow anybody, especially someone
I would just like to point it out there that DeFango, a.k.a. Manuel, a.k.a. me, if you wave money in my face, I will definitely disavow somebody for sure. Unlike other people, I definitely can't be bought. And you know what? It's pretty cheap. So just putting that out there or whatever, being a grifter or whatever. That's the first thing that you do. You get bought. Number one, you got to get bought.
I care so little about Eliza Blue. She's been on the show 2 times. If you're going to cancel because I won't do what you say, you shouldn't have been here in the first place. Bye-bye. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Scroats McGoat said,
Fuck you, Scroats and Goats. Yo, dude, Scroats, if you want to come on down to Griftcast IRL land, we will be glad to take your money from you and treat you much better than Tim Pool treats you or whatever. We're going to be real with you. Transparent, and we're going to start getting on the good guests. We're going to start getting the same guests that Timcast IRL gets on. And people are going to love coming on this show because it's real. That's right. That's real. And because half the time they won't even have to leave their house because we don't actually have a studio. Yet. So that's pretty good, right? Like, I think that's not like a complete and utter meltdown, but I feel like it's a complete. Oh man, that was a wow. Damn. I am with Tim on that one, actually. I mean, you know, like, you can't hate on that one because that's basically what Tim's doing right now. He's just telling us all, fuck you. That's what he's telling us all, is just fuck you. And welcome, Deborah Williams. Thank you for becoming a subscriber. Welcome to the Griftcast. Now, please take out your wallet and send us some money. Have a good day. And thanks to Super Guy Rob for that 99 cents to the Super Chat. Appreciate that money, my friend. Appreciate that money. Although, why didn't I see that pop up in the restream chat? What the fuck? That's weird. I don't see it. Why didn't that pop up in the restream chat? Huh. Yeah. You should know by now that you can't hide from me. I will find your memes. We will watch them, and I will grift off of them willingly. Like, this is a fantastic meme. Like, art form, direction, excellence. Never even expected that Tim Pool was going to come out being, I was like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, right here. You have to be able to, you got to be able to laugh at yourself, okay? You got to be able to laugh at yourself. You got to be able to laugh at Tim Pool. Like, Tim, you can't laugh at this?
Thanks for hanging out. Later.
Like and subscribe to Tim Pool, guys. Like and subscribe to Tim Pool. I mean, what are we really supposed to say at this point? I don't really know. But it's definitely seemed like Tim's getting high on his own supply, and the internet is going to eat them alive.
Check out the Inverted World stories and the recent stories I've been doing, and working on some new ones right now. And Eliza, grateful for your work and awesome to be here with you.
I love you so much, Shane.
Oh, thanks.
I'm like your biggest
that.
fan.
Thank you for supporting me so much.
Your biggest fan.
I love you so much. I think you have a creative mind, and I told Shane one time, I said, I firmly believe that I had this feeling, oh my God, I said, I need to ask Shane to take my picture and write an article because I have a feeling his work will end up being Warhol-esque in a way where it's,
thank you.
I'm serious.
They really think this guy's going to be Warhol. He's going to be fucking what?
Thank you.
I don't know how else to articulate
fucking
it, but I think you're really gifted and very talented, and I'm grateful.
Yeah, we've been talking about it. Right on. Yeah, we got something in the works.
Yeah, we're going to do a thing.
Yeah, it's going to be
You know
awesome.
what I think would be really cool? And I know you're
we're
going to
do a
but I've had
thing.
this vision a little bit of you
A
coming out to
vision.
the farm and really seeing what my day-to-day life is like.
That's the goal.
It's totally different than this glam version.
Yeah, that's the goal. I love doing stories like that where I can just kind of.
Do you have any overalls? Do you have any boots?
Yeah.
Do you have any slash
From my past
boots?
life on a farm where I grew up.
Word.
Yeah.
Do you like cats?
I've got two.
Okay.
I'm excited.
And you can bring your wife.
Perfect. Yeah, it'd be great.
I was excited to hear from.
Just FYI. Like, that wasn't a...
Yep. Shane.
Yeah. It's really funny when you think about it. Like, Tim doesn't seem to understand why everybody's like pissed off. But then you watch that video, then the Shane Cashman article comes out that he's getting all kinds of hate and he doesn't understand why. And then here's Shane Cashman's career. Here's Shane Cashman's career. Basically, here he is destroying his career. Losing everything for what? I don't even know, dude.
No. Wait.
Or maybe that's him trying to escape out of Eliza Blue's farm. I'm not sure. Because she's, like she's trying to human traffic it or something like that. And then, he even told Shane Cashman not to write that shit.
I think it's beneath him. But he said, look, man, I really, really want to dig in and do the story. It's 80,000 words is massive. And I'm like, look, man, you do your thing. I'm not going to tell you what you can or can't write. I trust you. At Timcast, we don't tell people they have to say something. They can't say things. Someone wants to post offensive memes on social media. I'm not going to fire him over it. I think it's beneath him. But he said, look, man, I really, really want to dig in and do the story. It's 80,000 words is massive. And I'm like, look, man, you do your thing. I'm not going to tell you what you can or can't write. I trust you. At Timcast, we don't tell people they have to say something. They can't say things. Someone wants to post offensive memes on social media. I'm not going to fire him over it.
So it's like Tim was telling Shane not to write that article. Tim has been pretty outwardly clear he doesn't care about any of this stuff, but for whatever reason, he hasn't said anything publicly. Yeah, well, that's all out the window now. Because after that little outburst that he had from his little group chat, he had a bunch of friends together afterwards, which we're going to watch in its entirety because, it's perfect grifting material. And I don't think that, we shouldn't be watching it. But, now Tim Pool is on the same chair, same stepping stone as a one Frost Kieran. And I mean, Tim Frost is probably one of my new favorite memes that I've seen so far. Definitely that's in the running for a thumbnail right there for sure. I keep finding and stealing this meme. That was pretty good, but that one's even better. Okay, that one's even better. All right, this is good shit. Okay, this is good shit. So I kind of started to wonder, about Tim a little bit. I was like, is this really what's going to be happening in the near future? Is Tim just kind of exploding? And, Grifty probably said it the best with just a simple, oh yeah, snap into a Slim Jim, or oh yeah, snap into a Slim Tim. Yeah. Don't let the door hit you in the way out, whatever the fuck. And then this atrocity, the members only segment got put out on YouTube. People made this for Brittany Venti, but in reality, it was made for anybody that wanted to see it, because you need to see this, because Tim actually has a wildly different understanding than we all fucking thought about Eliza Blue, and it makes it even crazier that he hasn't said anything about it.
John's going to play a song called I'm Offended.
Yeah.
We're recording.
Yeah, offended.
Am I singing it now? No.
We're on. Damn, that sounds good.
Sounds good.
Eliza Blue. She's gonna get famous, and you will too. Eliza Blue. Eliza Blue. For $50,000, she'll make a fool of you. Eliza Blue. Eliza Blue. Tony, you should write
Holy
a song.
shit, dude.
You should turn lemons into lemonade and make a song about Eliza Blue. Put it out for charity.
We should.
You should.
I'm
trafficking.
gonna title this John Rich sings a song about Eliza Blue being a grifter, and then all those people canceled well, I gotta pay money to see what he's doing.
So this is why you had to research, so you could come up with your lyrics.
Yeah. I got nothing against Eliza Blue.
Yeah, I like her.
I honestly just look, man. We booked her on the show twice, and people are like, "Why would you book a grifter?" I'm like, "We've had a lot. We've had Krasensteins on this show, dude. Come on."
Anytime you have a politician on the show, you damn near booking a grift.
That's
Well,
right.
yeah, wasn't it Hotep Jesus who runs the grifties? He was like, "You are the king of."
Oh my God, Theta Knight coming in with a super chat. What the hell? We're sitting here watching some shit, and then all of a sudden the super chat rolls in, so we got to replay that. Theta Naya, 1999. Don't make me hop after you, Eliza Blue. Well, thank you very much for that generous super chat. She already threw $111.11 on the direct donation. Then we got a $9.99 super chat, and she freaking buying some freaking merch. So, honestly, this is a good day. It's a pretty good day right there. That's a pretty good day starting off so far. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Now back to the show.
Promoting grifting. Like,
Yeah, right.
People come out here like to grift off of you. You are like the patron saint of grifting.
Hojab
He's
Jesus is
so
hilarious. man.
funny.
Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, even on that show, we talked about Eliza, and you mentioned she's going to win the grift, and we all laughed.
And Alex Stein beat her.
Yep. Remember that we made Eliza Blue win the grifties. We made Eliza Blue win the grifties. Guys, we did it. We did that. And Lucky Burrito, thank you for the $2 super chat. I have already checked my HR email, and I already have the email clipped out. I'm just slightly covering up the email address so people aren't dicks. So thank you very much for the $2 super chat. Lucky Burrito, Fearlessly Authentic Podcast. We appreciate you sending us money because you understood the assignment. Yep, that's right. But real quick, I will show you the email. Just 1 second. Let me pull up the screenshot. There we go. Screenshot, proof of screenshot. To the inbox of the HR system of our place. It says, I'd like to report a host, Steve Cutler Live, 10:50 a.m. to HR@griftcast.com. See, I told you it's real. It's a real email. Yeah, dude, I am an aspiring grifter and man purportedly kept in the basement to be allowed to sit on the cellar on top of the stairs where the Wi-Fi is good enough to be able to watch reruns of Griftcast IRL. I was recently watching an 8-bit very chopped up version. Lucky Burrito likes to edit out inappropriate parts for me of a recent shore and swore I heard him to be referred to as male thing. That the male thing that belongs to Lucky Burrito. While I was at once offended and enraged, seconds later I felt a deep sense of belonging and a crippling need to join the sister cult of Timcast, the Quartering, and Griftcast IRL. In closing, I would like to thank the people and the delusion that made this life-changing insult compliment possible. Oh, that's funny. That's funny, dude. Dude, who just jumped in here? Is that Sir Gene? Is that Sir Gene? Sir Mean Gene?
I'm trying to bring myself on and you're shutting me down, man.
No, I flipped you in and then you flipped yourself off.
So
Mean Gene?
Yeah, I'm on for a little bit because I'm trying to get some work done. But no, what are you reading?
I'm the email I got it, the Griftcast HR email.
Oh, HR email. Okay, nice.
Yeah, because we started a reputation management company.
That's right. That's right. Hey, first, quick question. Does anybody else other than me hear crackling when you speak? So guys that are in chat, is the sound quality coming in good from Manny, or is it kind of crackly? It sounds a little crackly.
It's probably just my voice is bad.
No. It's like drop packet type sound.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Raymond hears a crackle.
Both are fine.
Crackle. Okay, Digimac hears it. Judy doesn't hear it. Okay, so this is clearly a test for hearing that we're doing for people.
Well, I definitely have better hearing than all of you.
I'll tell you what it sounds like. Actually, it's not even drop packets. It sounds like a rate mismatch. Like if you're running at 48 kilohertz on a 44 kilohertz connection. That's what it sounds like. Not saying that's what it is.
Matched up.
That's what it sounds like. Little bit of a crackle.
Just going through 48.
Lorraine hears it now. All right. Well, let's see if it fixes itself magically or not. So I assume you were on late last night. I watched Timcast's private session thing, the behind the paywall portion last night.
That's what we're watching, and we watched that too.
Yeah, okay. And so, yeah, I mean, he's misrepresenting what's happening by a long shot on there. And I flipped on this morning and just did a quick browse. Like, I didn't even search for Timcast. I just opened up the home button on YouTube. And I'd say about a third of the recommendations to me were YouTubers I'd never heard of before with 10,000 or less subs that were all basically pointing out that Tim just put his foot in his mouth big time and calling out your subscribers and telling them to go fuck off is not a good strategy.
Yeah, that's the Frost Cured strategy.
Mm-hmm. So did you guys already talk about that then?
No, I was just starting to get into all of that.
Gotcha.
Just tried, at least.
Yeah. Well, I was definitely on the members
on my
podcast.
audio, so go ahead. I don't know what I'm gonna fix.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just it's like it's a crackle that crackles.
That's the problem.
Maybe once every 2 seconds or something. It's like that kind of crackle. So yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I was subscribed for 14 months, canceled yesterday, unsubbed from Tim, and it's kind of sad because I really enjoyed getting a lot of the interviews that he's done. Like I've really liked the format. The one that he did with Getz, the representative, was great. It was the best interview Getz had from anybody, I think, because most people, when they're interviewing, they have a preset set of questions. They want to give you about 2 minutes to answer. They don't really give a shit what your answer is. They just want to move on down the list to the next question. And with Timcast, Getz was able to talk for 10, 12 minutes straight. So it was, I think it worked out very well. So it's unfortunate that this whole drama situation has got Tim telling his supporters to go fuck off. And,
his paying supporters.
Yeah, paying support. That's what I mean by supporter. Somebody paid. Not just watcher, not just viewers, but actually people that give him money, telling him to not let the door slam them in the ass on their way out. I think it's going to bite him in the ass. Have you checked his YouTube numbers at all? I'm curious to see how many other people dropped.
The ability to do so right now. I'm having to deal with this audio issue that I can't even hear myself.
But yeah, I think you're better now. Keep talking.
Hello.
Yeah, it's fine. You're good. It's I wonder if it was a bandwidth issue then, because you said you were having some bandwidth issues yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's something going on with. I mean, I use this computer every day. I hardly ever turn it off, so it's probably getting close to end of life. That's
memory. Well, it could be just
the memory's definitely going out because I have the memory overclocked and I have the chipped overclocked to 3.1. It used to be 3.2, but I can't handle 3.2 anymore.
Yeah, because I try to reboot at least every other day just to have that everything totally clean and wiped, so there's no weird process that got installed and running that nobody shut down kind of thing.
Oh no, there was that redacted guy that sent me that comment that literally made my computer and browser stop. And then Redacted is a cybersecurity company. So I was like, wow, they probably fucking hacked me yesterday.
Oh, there you go.
That might be who Tim hired. That's what I was thinking.
Hiring people now? Is that the deal?
I think that he is actually, because we've been creating a lot of issues for them. They're obviously going to.
He lost looks like 10,000 subs last night.
Yep. So it says right there, big downwards trend.
Yep. Wait, that looks different from what I'm seeing. What are you looking at?
Social Blade.
You're looking at Tim Pool. I'm looking at Timcast.
I'm looking at Timcast.
At Timcast News.
God. Yeah, that's just showing that he got more. Lost 10,000. Yeah, he did lose.
So he
10,000.
lost 10,000 here. How much did he lose on the one you were just looking at? Because they're both his channels.
That one's just Timcast. So, look at that. Let's look at all of them.
Yeah.
So at Timcast News, that's the first one. There's the other one. He didn't seem to lose anything else. Wait, what?
How did you? You're not logged in.
No. Why would I be logged in? Shouldn't I just be able to look at this for free? He doesn't have very many followers on Twitch, and then Twitter.
Yeah, I didn't know he even had a Twitch.
Yeah, he's got a Twitch.
Huh.
He's still getting followers on Twitter, but they're slowing down. Oops. No. Let's close the chat. Fuck.
So Timcast.
His likes are going down too. So it seems like he's definitely working. It's definitely affecting him, but we're not seeing it directly.
Mm-hmm.
Although the live on his biggest channel, which is the one that he's going to get the most motion on, is clearly showing signs of wear.
Well, yeah, I think so. I think so.
But it's still showing that he's got an uptrend for his subscribers and stuff. So he's probably going to be losing some people. For sure.
Well, this stuff always takes time. I mean, it's not instant up. Like if you unsub, you're not going to see it change on there. That's the same number they've shown for him for like 2 weeks. That number hasn't changed.
It's not like Eliza Blue where it's just dropping constantly.
Yeah, that one you can actually watch dropping constantly. But I suspect he is going to lose some folks, and he's not really. Like, when I canceled my subscription, it's still active until the beginning of next month because based on when you pay, right? So he's not going to feel the cancellations that people did for at least half a month and up to a full month from now. But I think he will feel them, though. I don't think he's going to get enough new people subbing to cover this loss. And it's sad that he doesn't realize that the reason people are canceling, it's not even Eliza anymore. It's because he's acting like a jackhole.
Yeah, it's because he's being an asshole.
Jackass. He's a jackass. Yeah, exactly.
Jackass.
Yeah.
He didn't need to pull this shit.
I like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I figured you'd like that.
Yeah. That is
somebody
nice.
bought one already. I made that.
Really?
I put it together last night, and somebody bought one already.
Is that from the same provider?
Yeah, same provider, but it is a champion.
Okay.
It's actual champion jacket that has been
champion jacket. Nice.
Mm-hmm. And those
what
champion jackets, I think it goes up a couple XL actually, right? I think it goes up to 2XL.
2X. Okay. Cool.
$6.
Yeah.
We can probably get them to make them bigger if we want to do, or if we contact them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I added that, and then I was able to finally secure the supplier, or a better supplier for snapbacks. And now we have full side. It says got stuff on the front, up on the back,
Grift hard, yeah.
And then it also has embroidery on the sides.
See, I would have done it the other way around. I would have had Grift hard on the front and Griftcast on the back or sides.
So it says Grift hard, Griftcast, Griftcast. But we can mess around with it some more.
I don't know. What do you all think? Let's do a quick impromptu verbal poll of people watching right now. Would you rather have it say Griftcast IRL on the front, or would you rather have it say Grift hard?
Well, I could do both.
Well, yeah,
just have
that's
one
cool.
for each.
Yeah,
I'll just make another one.
I'm curious what other, because to me, like, I would buy the one that would say Grift hard, but I'm interested to see what everybody else would want to buy.
Yeah, we just make both.
There you go.
So yeah, I added those to the store last night.
So we had a different hat before then.
And then we also added, we had a different hat.
Okay.
It was a different company, but they were not my favorite company. Like, I researched which hats they were, because I actually used to be a pretty good hat guy, and I just didn't like the hats that they were using. So this other
Mhm.
company are definitely much better, last a lot longer.
Hmm.
And they honestly just feel better on your hat. Like the other ones, they feel
What
irregular.
size slides? What size are these?
These
come
are women slides.
No, I get
so
it.
we had
what
the
size they
men's
come in?
slides, but they're women's now too. And I think they come in 10 all the way.
in? Okay.
They go from, I think, 5.5 all the way to
Oh, it
11.
covers the full range. Good.
So it's a full range of sizes for ladies' feet.
Nice.
Because I realized that I should probably have more than just men's slides, even though
Yeah.
there are women that wear here. So I made sure to set them up the exact same way as the
Hells yeah.
men's.
Yeah, I was watching the Chick Cast this morning, and
Chrissy.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I also put some journals up that actually say Grift Hard and.
Do people use those?
I mean, I buy them. That's
I
like
have
the
not
kind of journal.
held
This is the kind of journal that I
independent
use.
so many years.
This is what I use when I'm at work or whatever. I keep one in my bag so I can write stuff down.
I use an iPad.
Because
for
to
that.
be honest, I don't use the iPad for writing stuff down like that because it's a pain in the ass.
Mhm.
And it doesn't work the way it's intended to work.
Hey, hang on one sec.
Oh, yeah, I just figured out. I'm really just showing this to you to show you I just actually got shit done.
Okay,
and then I
just heard
changed the
your audio
background so it's a
break up
little
again.
easier. All right, well, there's not anything I'm going to be able to do with it. So, like,
Okay.
can we use, like...
Would you want me to just not
Annoying
mention it
when
then?
you
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, there's nothing I can do about it. I haven't changed any fucking audio settings
Have you
whatsoever.
rebooted? I would reboot.
I don't need to reboot. There's no point in
Okay.
rebooting.
All right.
Like, why would I go for the trouble of rebooting the computer when there should be no issues with audio whatsoever?
Okay. Well, should and is two different things.
Everything is 48 megahertz. It's the same setup we've been using for how long? Like, everybody says that it sounds fine. Like, and my voice is obviously not the best right now, so that's probably what you're hearing.
Well, I mean,
I'm used to hearing my voice
on my end or not. Doesn't sound like it's on my end at least.
Yeah, but it's not on my end. I mean, everybody's saying it's fine, dude.
Not really what people are
stop.
saying. They're saying some of them hear it, some don't. But okay.
No, there's what they're saying right now. Audio is fine. Audio is fine. You're just selectively picking what you want so that you can like make a point or something. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. My voice sounds different, so the mic is picking it up different because I'm losing my voice.
Okay. Well, is that what it is?
Yes.
You could have said that, dude.
That's what I said.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. All right. That must have been during a crackle.
Yeah, I don't know about what crackles you're talking about. There's no crackles.
Well, you'll hear it on the playback on the recording.
I mean, I can go hear it on the playback.
Either that or it's on my end. Like I said, it could be on my end. That's why I asked the audience to see if people were hearing it or not. Because maybe I'm the only one who's hearing it.
Yeah, I don't know about what crackles you're talking about. I'm listening to it right now.
Well, you'll hear it on the playback.
I'm listening to the playback live.
Okay.
I mean, I can go hear it on the playback.
Either that or it's on my end. Like I said,
I don't hear it
on my end.
I don't hear nothing, man.
The audience to see if all right. Well, let me go back and clip the last 10 minutes and then find it, and then I'll play it.
I'm listening to it from the live stream. You're talking about.
I mean, I can go back and do it too. It's not a problem. Well, you'll hear it on the playback.
I'm listening to the playback.
Okay, now everybody's hearing everything.
Either that or it's on my end.
I don't hear it
on my end.
I don't hear nothing, man.
All right, well, let me go back and clip the last 10 minutes and then find it.
That was easy.
Yeah. So you don't want to fix it?
That's fine. There's nothing to fix.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not sure why I'm not sure why you keep on trying to get me to mess it up. You and your boy had problems with audio, and now you're bringing it back on me. What do you want me to do? Like, I don't like the audio issues, but there are no audio issues. I can't detect any. I just listened to the live playback.
All right.
There were no crackles or any audios that
I'm sorry, dude, but if you don't care, that's fine. But I hear audio
I mean, I
crackling.
do
And
care.
I'm willing to say it's on my
through
end.
this whole thing and prove
And it
that
could
you
be
were
on my
wrong.
end. I'm not wrong. Okay, well, fine. We're good.
Like,
Keep going. Keep going. Forget about it.
Why?
All right, I think he's going to reboot. Am I crazy here? Seriously, it sounds like half the people heard it, half the people didn't. So I'm perfectly happy to admit that it could be on my end. It's just I'm hearing it. I'm not imagining that the audio is crackling. Okay. Yeah. So if he can't fix it, he can't fix it. It's fine. If it was on my end, I would prefer to fix it myself. That's all I'm saying. That is crazy though. Like half of you guys heard the crackling, the other half don't. That I don't have a good explanation for. Sound engineer here. Okay. So John, you think it's purely based on whether people hear the crackling or not? So it's only crackling above 10,000? It could be. Could be. Yeah. Yes, this is live. I don't know why you're asking if it's live, but it is live. Well, don't care is it's a different opinion, obviously. If you don't care, you don't care. Get back to Grift. There we go. There's a donation. Let's get back to Grift. So, like I said, hopefully he's rebooting his computer and be right back. But I don't know how many other people had canceled their subscriptions to Timcast. I know I definitely did because it seemed like he crossed the line by starting to both insinuate that the people that were donating money to him were somehow acting as bots working for a media company. It's crazy. Hey, somebody asked if they can have a shout out. Sure. Were you the one that made the donation? I did not see. I put it up. Let me see who's actually made it. R. Somebody with the name R made the last donation here. So if you want a shout out, feel free to make a donation. Super chats. That's what they're for. They work great. Good stuff. All right. Tim Pull Show. Yeah. So I was okay with Tim even blocking Jeremy. I was okay with Tim stopping to the conversation about it and saying, look, guys, I just don't want to have all of this drama happening on the show. I mean, I don't know. It's certainly his choice. There you are. You're back. But I don't understand why he had to.
Choice?
Pardon me?
Whose choice? What choice?
Oh, talking about Tim. That I was okay with Tim saying, I don't want drama. I was even okay with him blocking Jeremy. Because ultimately, look, anybody can block anybody. It's his. Hey, we got another super chat came in from Joker. Try checking numbers for Tim Pull, Tim Cat. Yeah, we just did that. We literally just looked at the numbers, and the numbers look like they're down for the last day, but not on Twitter or on Twitch. I think those numbers did not go down. But his numbers for his main channel look like we're about 10,000 down, which is a huge number for a lot of people. Not much for him when he's got 1.3 million subs, but it's still a little bit down. So, he'll notice it. I think this stuff will just take a little bit of time. But when you start telling people that literally are saying, Tim, I'm disappointed that you don't care about freedom of speech and people being blocked on YouTube. And then he goes off and tells the person, go and fuck off and don't let the door hit you on your way out. That is an example of unprofessional behavior that his booker / editor-in-chief was engaging in that I was hoping would make Tim actually get her, well, replaced, let's just say. But instead, it seems like Tim's doubling down on this stuff and wanting to, say the same, actually come out even stronger and tell people that have been giving him money to fuck off. So you're playing a video and does it have sound? This looks interesting.
Yeah, it's just a meme.
Okay. It's just with no audio or with audio?
It has audio. We already had played it.
Oh, you did? Okay. So I just missed that. All right.
Yep.
So I don't know, to some extent, I don't know what about you, Manny. I'm kind of like, I'm mad at Tim. I don't expect anything more to make any difference. To make any difference as far as Eliza. Like, I can't envision something coming out that would vindicate her at this point, because there's so many now dots that have been connected about her past, starting with what you brought up, and then added to that makes her look like she is absolutely doing something that is misrepresenting her past in order to make money. like that's the important part. She's not just some person that's lying about their past. A lot of people do that, but she's doing it specifically to make money. And that's the part that I think gets her what she deserves at this point. Tim will be fine. I don't think Tim's going to end up like having his whole show go down because of this. This is not the incident. It didn't happen with Jack Murphy. And everybody was making fun of Jack Murphy. It's not going to happen after this. But what is going to happen, and what is happening, I think, right now already, is that Tim's going to start realizing that his growth does have a limit, in that when he starts pissing off people that watch his show, that donate to him, at the very least, it's going to delay the money coming in, if not reverse the trend of that money coming in. So I don't know. I'm disappointed. I mean, it's like there's fewer and fewer sources that I'm willing to watch at this point, I guess.
What do you think?
Like for a screenshot? Or
yeah,
the similarity to Tim? Well, I mean, he's got the headphones on. He doesn't have glasses. But holy shit, I didn't see that tattoo before. I didn't realize he had a big ass rose tattoo like that.
It's not his arm.
Yeah. Well, it's not his arm. Oh, whose arm is that? Oh, I didn't even realize
Curran,
that.
Dude. That's
God
a
damn,
mashup,
dude,
bro.
Fuck. No, that was really good. Yeah, I totally thought that was him. I was like, I don't remember Tim having that tattoo.
Like that's it's the same energy that they're coming out with.
So it is exactly the same energy. It's the fuck you
Same
audience.
energy.
I don't care about you. I don't need you.
Mhm.
Except, I mean, it's when Frost did it, she didn't have her own $10 million show. At least when Tim's doing it, it's his money, so he can do what he wants.
That makes sense.
We'll financially pay for it.
He's just going to pay for it big time. Huge time.
Well, and that's the real question. He will pay for it. I just don't know if it's going to be big time or small time.
All right. I think he's going to pay for it big time. There's not going to be any small time shit. No.
Yeah. I think this is a boost for Jeremy for sure, the King Grifter himself.
Yeah, King Grift is definitely going to be making some good money off of this one for sure. But so far, this has probably been thing. I haven't even gotten the chance to start even playing to it, because this right here, his whole entire members only segment, is probably the most damning piece of the whole entire puzzle, because it's literally what everybody was asking for 3 weeks ago, right? Like, why couldn't he just go say this and just be done with it?
Why couldn't he talk about it?
Yeah, why everybody would have respected it a lot more, and he wouldn't have had a PR for him after his ass that's called Griftcast IRL. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he could have done a lot better with this, but he decided not to. He decided to say, yeah, nah, fuck it. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to grift off the super chats, and I'm going to be shameless. And you know what? If people don't like it, they can suck my pee-pee. And that's exactly what we're seeing happening right now.
Yeah.
It's exactly.
I mean, it is one of the things you get to do, though. They, like the phrase, having fuck off money is the money to be able to say fuck you to the guy that's giving you money. Because you got so much in your back pocket already, you can afford to do that. Because most people can't say fuck you to their boss, to the person that's writing out the check for their salary. Tim just did that.
Yeah, but he's like, he's the one that writes his own check.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So
he just said fuck you to his check.
He did fuck you to his check. Yeah.
He's like, fuck you, check. I hate you.
Yeah.
You're the worst.
Yeah. But again, I guess I'm there with Jeremy. I'm like, I don't wish Tim anything bad. I think he made a mistake. I think he's still learning what it is to be a personality and be a businessman. And much like Crowder needs to learn a lesson thinking that he's worth 50 million or more, I think he's going to realize when he's running his own show that he's going to generate less than 50 million, probably quite a bit less than 50 million. This is Tim's lesson to learn that there are reasons why you have to vet people, and there are reasons why you can't just pretend that nothing's happening because you feel like you want to stay out of the drama. And this is why it's funny, because what he is claiming that Eliza is using in reputation management firms, that is literally what Tim needs right now. He needs a consultant from a rep management firm to come in and then teach him and his people how to restore their currently fucked reputation after Tim just did a rant on the live stream.
Hey, stop giving everybody my game, okay? Because we just fucked this shit up so we could fix it.
Well, I mean, yeah, we could totally fix it. That's totally doable. This is what Tim hasn't read much of are books that really have to do with persuasion tactics. And the question he has to ask himself is, does he want to be right or does he want to be liked? And
both
the liked
at the same
has money
time
attached, and the right has feelings attached. So it's a choice between those two items right now. No, he doesn't. He'll keep his base target audience of 10,000 viewers. Well, it's a lot more than 10,000. It's actually more like 1 million per episode. But he's lost a good chunk of audience. I mean, just like I said, I just clicked on the homepage on my YouTube. I didn't do a search for Timcast, and about a third of the recommended videos were about Tim going nuts. And most of them were from people I'd never watched a single video of. So this is on YouTube's algorithm right now. Like, YouTube algorithm is literally recommending random small YouTubers to me right now. Have you looked?
Yeah, I keep seeing a lot of YouTubers. Yeah, I keep seeing the same thing getting recommended all over my recommendations. Why else do you think I'm even over here doing content on this in the first place? Like, duh.
Yeah, well, to make money, obviously.
Yeah, obviously to make money first, second to be cool.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, but whoever just said, yeah, that episode had 20,000 upvotes and 22,000 downvotes. I was one of the downvotes on that episode. You're absolutely right. But 40,000 people clicking on the vote button is not 10,000 viewers, right? There's to get 40,000 people to click on like or dislike either one, you're going to need 400,000 and then some people watching that. And I think he's getting at least 100,000 watching live, between 100 and 200,000, depending on the episode. And then he's getting another 500,000 watching it in playback. So again, Tim is not in any real worry of losing his show here. But what this does have is, I think he pissed off a lot of people like me who were perfectly fine giving him a monthly donation automatically and then super chatting him on top of that throughout the month as well. And like, that's gone. And I ain't the only one. Well, Luke,
Yeah, there's a lot of
Luke
people.
did kind of leave. Luke's in Florida now. Somebody's talking about Luke.
Yeah, I know. Just cool. So I think that this whole entire thing has been pretty strange. You know, like I don't really care too much for the people that like unsubscribe from him. I've been telling people for a long time that Tim Pool is just bad news for the entire community. And I've had to listen to all these chuds and fuckwads tell me that, oh, I'm wrong and it's the counterculture and all this other crap. But I just don't like see it the same way, you know, like I futurecast it all the time on this stuff. So when I start seeing people taking on bad habits, putting on bad individuals, making sure they're, you know, hiring some of the worst people that they could possibly have in their corner, like Cassandra Fairbanks, like to me, it just seems like it's ripe for the push it, right? And then like the situation for him has been the number one thing that has been self-created for him. Like he could have done all this differently. He just had to do very simple things that didn't even go against his own personal persuasions on this stuff. All he had to do is say what he basically said here, and he kind of didn't do it. And now it's going to be out there or whatever, but it's not going to have the effect simply because he put it behind the paywall. Like he thought that this wasn't going to be the kind of content that wanted to be on YouTube. Like this is exactly what YouTube wants to be watching. This is exactly what Rumble wants to be watching. They don't want to hear any dumbass chuds talking about this stuff. They want to see the actual video. Like that's what they want to watch.
That video is getting, well,
That's
both
what they're
the
here for.
paywalled video and the normal video clip where he freaked out are getting played on so many channels right now. I mean, it's like,
I know.
I wonder if Tim's going to start
all of them.
I wonder if Tim's going to be the one now to start going after and doing
That's what we're
copyright strikes on
hoping for.
YouTube.
That's what I'm fucking hoping for.
You're hoping for a copyright strike?
I'm going to play a
I'm
song.
hoping that he goes that far because he's probably going to do it. And if he does, it's going to be fucking beautiful. It's going to be glorious.
Song called I'm Offended.
Yeah.
It's going to be fucking glorious.
I think we are.
That's why we're doing it.
We're on. We're good.
Try
Sounds
me.
good.
Sounds good.
Fair use.
Eliza
Commentary.
Blue. She gonna get famous.
Yeah. Well, getting the
Might
music
not be-
playing is definitely going to get a copyright strike.
No, it's not copyrighted. That's
It is
just
copyrighted.
guideline.
Absolutely.
that. No,
How do you figure?
because we played it last night and there's no copyright on it. I had the video checked. Son,
You mean there's no algorithm for that?
there's
what you're saying.
no algorithm, and
Because
then
the song
I made
itself
sure
is
to check.
absolutely copyrighted. It's just not in the Google
Eliza
system yet.
Blue. No, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
not copyrighted.
Well, it
This
is
is just
copyrighted.
me.
All music that is original is
It's not
copyrighted.
copyrighted. This dude's just fucking saying Eliza Blue.
Yes, this dude, what he's saying is a song that he wrote that he has a copyright for. So the fact that Google doesn't have it in their database doesn't make it non-copyrighted. It just means that Google isn't going to strike it.
Doesn't
for it
matter
right
if
now.
he gets it, or
Yeah.
if he does have a copyright on it, he's just gonna get the revenue because they changed how that works.
Yeah, exactly.
You will too.
Do you want to play it? All right.
Eliza Blue. For $50,000, she'll make a fool of you, Eliza Blue. Eliza Blue. Tell you,
Wait,
should
50,000?
turn lemons into lemonade and make a song about Eliza Blue. Put it out for charity.
He
Now,
has-
this guy's, that's a good point.
he's putting it out for charity. He's just singing a
I like
song. He
that.
just made that up on the top of his head. There's no copyright on that, dude.
Him
Like, he
doing
just-
it literally creates the copyright.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
We should.
You should. Trafficking.
I'm gonna title this "John Rich sings a song about Eliza Blue being a grifter," and then all those people canceled. Like, well, I gotta pay money to see what he's doing.
So this is why you had to research, so you could come up with your lyrics.
Yeah. I got nothing against Eliza Blue.
Yeah, I like her. I honestly just look, man. We booked her on the show twice, and people are like, "Why would you book a grifter?" I'm like, "We've had a lot. We had the Krasensteins on this show, dude. Come on."
Anytime you have a politician on the show, you damn near booking a grifter.
That's
Well,
right.
yeah, wasn't it Hotep Jesus who like runs grifties?
I don't
who's
think
like,
we have a
"You
single
are
lawyer in
the
chat
king
because
of,
people are saying
promoting grifting. Like,
incorrect information.
to grift off of you. You are like the patron saint of grifting.
Hotep
He's
Jesus is
so
hilarious. man.
funny.
Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, even on that show, we talked about Eliza, and you mentioned she's going to win the grift, and we all laughed.
And Alex Stein beat her.
Oh, he did.
He
Yeah,
is
Alex
the
Stein
grifter
won.
of
Can't beat
grifting
Alex.
That's right.
Stein.
That's right.
You can't be Alex Stein.
Is he grifter?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I like
very
the grift.
proudly declared his victory and said, "I'm coming again for the title next year." So
But he's more so just a cultural comedian.
He's
I
funny.
don't think he's a grifter. I think he's legitimately bringing up.
You know, it pisses me off that they brought up that Eliza won. We made that happen in 7 days. And we ain't no
Mhm.
reputational management firm. We're just a couple of assholes. So, like, we can't even take credit because it was all the people that did it anyway.
Well, I mean, you need a lot of people to make a big impact. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the big impact is being made, though, because
Mhm.
Tim doesn't see that this isn't about Eliza Blue. It's about the censorship, and he's making it about Eliza. He's making it about himself.
He is.
and then
He's
making it
shifting.
about
She's shifting the what we're discussing. He's not replying to the actual thing people are telling him to talk about. Yeah.
Exactly. And why is he doing
Mhm.
that? Because he's a pussy. That's why.
Interesting points and being funny about it.
but I think being called a grifter like just feeds the character he's made for himself, right?
Yeah.
Like,
You know, his mother died during COVID
mhm.
Oh
and the
wow.
Yeah.
lockdowns and all that,
Oh,
and
wow.
that tore him up bad.
I did not know that.
Saw that.
Yeah, I
and
didn't know that
realized
either.
what had been placed on the country and how they dealt
That's
with all
pretty
that.
sad.
And that's when he came out and said, "You know what? I'm going to start swinging at him," but did it with comedy.
I think
I think there's more to the guy than just being crazy
He's
on a mic.
brilliant.
I think
like him.
you know, just to lightly mention the Eliza Blue stuff. I think she's a grifter. Like, she says she wants to be famous. She clearly wants
That's
to be
all
famous.
he had to say.
And she's found that
2
being
weeks
an
ago.
advocate
Oh,
against
He
trafficking.
had to fucking say right there. Like
Literally
that.
that.
If he said that and he was like, dude, we just
Mhm.
thought it would be good for bringing her on the show. She's a fucking grifter, in
Mhm.
my opinion. End of story. I would have just been all like, thanks, Tim. Cool. And then we would have all just fucking moved on.
Yeah.
Like,
Totally.
why couldn't he just say that?
Well, I know,
What
and
was
to
the
say it
deal?
after pissing off a bunch of your people is just stupid. All right. This is for all the people that think they're lawyers. You're not. This is literally copyright.gov, the website for the Copyright Office. Do you want me to read it, or can people read it on their own?
No, you can read it for them.
Okay. You should know that copyright protection exists from the moment an original work is fixed in a tangible medium. For example, fixation occurs when a song is recorded in audio file, or when music is notated in sheet music or digital file. We're literally watching and listening to a digital file that includes video and audio. Once that song was recorded, it is copyrighted. That copyright does not require registration. The only thing that requires registration is if you plan on enforcing that copyright. So before he could submit this music, in order to have YouTube take it down, he would need to register it. What I'm saying is it's copyrighted music. That is a correct statement. It was copyrighted from the moment that it was broadcast.
The moment it was broadcast.
Just like what
Wait a
we're doing
minute.
right now is copyrighted right when it's being sent to YouTube. This is a copyrighted, recorded event that we're doing.
So wait a minute. Wait. So technically, the second that we played those clips on the show, we got copyright on them for like this.
This is Joe Biden, and can I just say, those boys
Yes.
from Griftcast IRL,
That
I
exact
watch them every night.
clip,
They just
if
make me
nobody
laugh.
else has played it before us, is copyrighted by us. Now, we'd have to register that in order to enforce the copyright. But nobody could go after us for that clip being copyrighted since it was played by us first.
I think it's copyrighted by Joe Biden.
Well, if it's Joe Biden speaking, it would be, wouldn't it?
Is it Joe Biden speaking?
I don't know. Sounds an awful lot like him.
What was that show that John was telling us about? Griftcast IRL.
Mm-hmm.
Pull that up.
Are you telling me?
Yeah, I was watching this channel Griftcast IRL while I was flying back to Austin. I have no idea what those guys are doing.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between having a copyright on something and enforcing that copyright. Most people don't enforce copyrights for damn near anything.
But some people do.
They do. They hire a reputation management firm to go after and enforce that copyright on their behalf. I mean, you've seen that on Twitch a lot, I'm sure. I have.
Never, actually. Not once.
You're kidding. You've never seen somebody on Twitch going after somebody else's use of them?
I don't really spend a lot of time
had
on Twitch.
PewDiePie had multiple copyright strikes as a result of that.
Yeah, no, I didn't pay attention to any of that.
Oh,
I didn't really care about Twitch. I just streamed to Twitch or whatever. But, the number of fucks about Twitch was about 0. It was just, another platform to test out to see if we were going to actually grow in it. And we did for a while, but I don't know. I just have to be perfectly honest. The quality of subscriber was very, very limited. It either had these weirdo gamer dudes that basically are that meme, where those dudes are pointing at the plant chicken based nuggets or whatever. It's I swear to God, all of them are just like that. And if you're not some social justice warrior douchebag or, into some kind of trans cause or something like that, you're not going to get any growth. Period.
On Twitch?
On Twitch. And I mean,
well,
even
I mostly watch just people playing let's say guys playing video games. Not really chicks playing video games, but that's a whole separate type of channel.
I've watched the guys play video games. I think the main Twitch channel I watched was Cobra TV because I was trying to figure out,
I remember that.
What was happening on Twitch because I was trying to break into the Star Citizen area of the platform and using that as an idea since it's smaller, so it's a little bit easier to manage, follow along with people and see how the community operates. That's the kind of thing that I was more interested in about Twitch. But it's always been a weird platform.
Yeah. I mean, it's something that can pass the time, but we stream on there, so I guess can't bitch too much. Although I don't know what kind of interaction we're getting. Not much, probably. I would assume. Yeah,
not much. Most people just come to YouTube anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, we got a super chat over on Rumble. Hold on a second. Let me pull this up. Boop.
All right.
Pull this up. Actually, I didn't see that. I just saw it, looked over, and pulled it up.
Nice.
Yeah, it's from somebody named DH1.
The Rumble gift needs to pick up.
Yeah, the Rumble Grift definitely needs to pick up.
Good point.
That definitely needs to pick up since we can't, pop up the things yet since they don't have alerts. It's just easier to take a screenshot. Just pull it up, be like, thanks to our Rumble subscriber for getting in on the Grift, my friend. And I mean, now I'm I didn't even see that pop through on my list over here, which is weird.
Yeah.
I didn't see Thornstar either. Oh no, I did see him. He's right there. So wait, where did the other one come from? Yeah, I guess.
And I've bitched about my problem with Rumble is I love the concept. I really wish I was mostly using Rumble and using YouTube less. The Rumble player is absolute shit at least on the iOS. I don't know what the Android version looks like, but it's nothing works the way you think it does. It has way fewer controls than the YouTube app. It's just not convenient.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What's not
Do you
convenient?
watch Rumble much? Do you watch it much?
Me, no, not very much.
No.
I've been building up on it, like trying to watch it, but I don't really use the app. I just watch it on the browser. It seems a little bit easier to find stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Because again, I would love to use it more.
Well, last night we had 40 people watch it on Rumble.
App. Yeah.
We had 40 people
Which is
watching
great.
on Rumble, and about almost 100, a little bit more than 100. It was doing pretty good. Oh, dude, we just got a subscriber. It looks like new subscriber or something. Atwood Rumble. What the fuck? Tattoo in Wonderland.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and Thirdo Star, the Rumble chat app sucks on app. I have to use the web browser to read and make comments. That's exactly true. I mean, I have to use a special system just to be able to see the Rumble chats on the screen up here. Even then, if I do, it doesn't show the Rumble icon. It shows that G, and it doesn't actually pull your guys' what do you call them, profile pictures for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's supposed to.
Yeah,
it's set up that way. But and I even looked at the file for it to see if I could adjust it or something to get it to work. And I mean, it's set correctly as the element that it's supposed to be going. It just there's nothing there.
And John Sparrow said that they don't have any apps, or they need an app for TVs. Yeah, I guess I haven't really thought about it, but yeah, I don't remember seeing any apps for TV Rumble apps.
Yeah, they haven't got the TV app yet. They need to get that. They need to get on that for show. They only have the app for the phone, and the app for the phone's pretty limited.
Yeah. Well, and they only added live streaming, 6 months ago or something? They didn't have it originally.
I think they had it for a while, actually.
Have they? Really? I don't remember seeing it. Maybe was it in beta or something, or only for a certain number of
it was
larger accounts, maybe?
For certain people at first, and then they opened it up.
Yeah. That's probably what I saw then. Oh.
I didn't get on Rumble for live streaming until a while back, just because I was trying to.
Oh, Rumble. Okay, somebody said their Rumble is on Roku. I didn't know that either. Okay. Oh, that's good. I'm glad they're making progress. I just wish they fixed their iOS app.
That's not true. You can set up a profile pic on Rumble. It's under your account options. Yeah, if you click on your profile pic and you hit account overview and go to account options, there's an option to upload a fucking profile pic. Most people don't do it though, because that's why it doesn't show a profile pic for most of them, because nobody on Rumble uploads a profile pic because they don't even know that you can. Or they see it the very first time they log in, they skip it, and then they don't know where to go to the UI to actually do it.
Nope. Coffee brand coffee. You want to talk about the coffee?
Nah.
No?
Not right now. I'd rather talk about fucking our new sponsor. Actually.
Man, it is raining cats and dogs out here.
Because we got a new sponsor, baby.
Oh, yes, the guys we teased.
We found out this morning from EMP Shield that we are now a part of the monthly affiliate portal. And now if you decide that you want to protect your home from EMP and Chinese weather balloons or whatever, you can now by using promo code Griftcast at checkout. You can save yourself $50 off of EMP Shield. Actually. That is a fucking fantastic deal. And I mean,
that
honestly,
we get a pretty good business point.
So, now you could get one, you can hook it up onto your car, you can hook one up to your house, your motorcycle, your RV, a generator, or whatever. If you want your system that has electronics to not go down when there's an EMP, get one of these bad boys, and there's a $25,000 fee. So, if for whatever reason it doesn't work, you get a $25,000 guarantee to cover whatever.
We just got a donation.
And we got ourselves a super chat right there. $2 from Iridic Fusion. Take more money. I'm still waiting for a load to haul. All right, no worries, Iridic Fusion, but we definitely appreciate.
Are you a trucker? Is that what you mean by a load to haul?
He's a trucker. He was saying that he was waiting for loads.
Nice.
So that he can haul. He listens to us while he's in the car. So while we're sitting here getting the news and delivering it, he's out there driving and listening to us.
I bet you that would work on his truck too.
Yeah, it definitely would work on your truck.
Yeah,
so now
get
people
that
want to
EMP
be able
protection
to get
for the truck.
It would, and you just need the basic model right here, the EMP sheet for the build video. It basically hooks up to the battery in your car or up to your electrical box, and it acts as a surge protector so that, in the case of an EMP, and if it's actually affecting your line, it's basically going to go through, hit this thing, and apparently stop it, which is pretty cool. Which means that you're going to save at least $50 off the price of this bad boy. So you're going to get it for a very, very affordable deal. That makes the micro EMP shield about $3.99, and it makes the bigger boy or the original version, just under $3.50, which is pretty nice or whatever. And we're pretty excited to have a new sponsor on the show. We're always looking to grift more, and literally the EMP shield's probably going to be one of the big ones. I mean, this thing's DOD certified, and they put it in government vehicles. It's probably in cop cars that are driving around your city right now, and it's what the cops are using to basically keep themselves copacetic. So you might as well have one in your car.
Yeah, they said they got some government contracts, so I'm sure these are actually being used in government vehicles.
Yeah, they're using them in government vehicles, and I mean, they tested the shit out of them, and it actually got the test ratings. They actually got the test ratings and things to prove it, which is pretty insane to think about. Like, when we first looked at it, we thought that they were full of shit. But I mean, after looking at the test results and seeing that it's official, I mean, and it's been out for a few years, and I mean, nobody's
it's not a brand new scam or anything. I mean,
it's been out for
all
a while.
They have to do, as long as it does what the government regulations require it to do during a test, that's all it has to do, right? They're not saying it does any more than the government government requirements.
Oh, dude, we do have actually a promo code. Our actual coupon code is Griftcast, so you can just go to empshield.com !coupon equal Griftcast, and you can actually.
So somebody asks, what is the device used for? It's used for, let's say you're driving your car and there's a nuclear explosion above your head, and it causes an EMP wave. And, without this device, that can severely damage the electronics in your vehicle. With this device, the chance of that happening, it's not a 0% chance, but it's vastly reduced chance of your electronics being damaged in the vehicle. It is. I mean, somebody said it's basically a ground fault interrupt. It is, but it's triggered by having that sensor inside the little box that is triggered within, what do they say, like 1 or 5 nanoseconds or something. Yeah, I can't remember how many. A very short period of time. So it's not triggered based on increase in voltage on the lines themselves. It's actually a sensor inside there. But yeah, it's a device you'll probably never use, but you wish you had it if you do need it. I think it's a perfect product for Griftcast.
I mean, it's literally the most perfect product for Griftcast.
It is.
And I mean, if you got a radio, anything else, TVs or whatever, you can actually protect your that equipment too, because I mean, anything that's got any type of antenna or lines, you need to put one of these things in front of it in order to make sure that you're not getting it. You're not going to lose it. I mean, with the times the way that they are right now, and with all of these balloons and stuff, and people afraid of China, I mean, you should just really spend the $300, $400, $500 that you need to get yourself protected. You'll feel a lot better. And we like money.
It is totally protection.
So definitely utilize our promo code, and honestly, you'll just feel a lot better about protecting your family, your friends.
I kind of feel like that might be
jealous when you're the only one with power.
It's probably even better than a beanie to buy one of those.
Yeah, definitely. Like if you buy one of these, it's like supporting the channel 3 times over. I mean, they have like whole entire protection kits for your entire house, generator, cars, and
Mhm.
everything. So I mean, you can really, really do some big stuff with this stuff right here. And I mean, the army. I mean, look at that, dude. The whole entire house protection kit, $1,500. I mean, that's peace of mind that money can buy. EMPs,
Mhm.
those things are going to be a joke after that. And it's government approved.
Oh,
Government
you're
approved.
gonna get 3 of those. Nice. Very good.
No, that's just I was pulling up the cart to
Oh,
show
okay.
that.
Okay. I thought you were
This is
putting
their
your
home
order in.
protection kit. Yeah, this is their home protection kit right
Okay.
here.
Got
You
it.
get the big one for vehicles,
12
and you
volt.
get a smaller one for
Mhm.
vehicles, and then you get 2 for vehicles, 1 for the house, and 1
Mhm.
for the generator.
Oh yeah, that's right. Don't forget the generator. You know, we need to get set up with a generator company with an affiliate code
Yeah,
as well. We got to
yeah, we're
find one of
gonna.
those.
I was thinking about Generac generators.
Yeah, those are pretty good. That's they have a very wide range of products. I've got a buddy that's got one of those. Do you have a generator?
Not here, no.
I just got a little portable Honda one in the garage, but I don't have a whole house one.
I mean, I just have like a battery backup thing, and then my
Mhm.
generator is my Prius.
Oh yeah. That's the generator, totally.
So, like to me, it's a lot easier because I can let that thing run for like, it could probably run for like 3, 4 days.
Uh-huh.
Actually, it can run for 2 days straight on probably like 24 hours a day if I needed it
Mhm.
to. I'd have to put a fan on it, but just to be safe, but that you could definitely work. And
Hmm.
then I'm also looking at actually doing an affiliate, getting into the affiliate program for Jackery.
What's that?
It's like a portable solar bank, basically.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
this is it right here. So like
Oh, I've
you
seen
can hook
those.
up solar
Different brand,
panels
but
to
yeah, I've seen
it.
those.
You could take it
I
out
saw
with
those
you.
at Costco.
Yeah, you can see these at Costco and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So they're pretty dope. Like I actually had a different version of this. I had a Goal
Mm.
Zero that I would take with me when I was in
Yes, that's the ones that were
Olive
selling at
Park.
Costco.
Yeah, so I had a Goal Zero with the solar panel, and I mean my
Yep.
Goal Zero would. I had an e-nail hooked up to it. It kept my phone charged. I wouldn't even have
Hmm.
to charge it pretty much the entire weekend. I had light and power all
Mhm.
weekend just with that little solar panel or whatever. So like it kept me charged up whenever I was in my festival life. And
Mhm.
now I'm looking at getting like a bigger version of it so I can like just keep it in my car. So I
Yeah.
have like an extra battery backup. So like I have it plugged into the car's charging this thing up, but then like in the very near future, I'm planning on trying to get the car set up with this Mac Mini so that it's like a mobile studio.
Yeah.
That's where you can be driving around and like record
What
shit.
kind of outlets do you have in that thing?
You got they have a couple of different options of them, but we can check.
No. In your car, I mean. Sorry, I meant in the Prius.
In the Prius, I only have just the 12-volt plug thing,
Oh, they don't
but
have
it can
a
do.
120?
No, it doesn't.
Mm.
It does have like high voltage, but it doesn't give you a connector to utilize it. So for
Yeah.
me, I just I could plug in a little front power adapter as long as it's less
Yeah.
than 100 watts, which like my Mac Mini doesn't even take like 50. So
Yeah. That's
you know,
I've got 4 120 volt plugs in my Jeep.
that sounds nice. Yeah, I want to get
Yeah.
I want to get one of those new Priuses, man. The 2024s or whatever. Those things, they got 2.0s. They look nice.
Did
That's gonna
they
be
add
my
more
car.
stuff, or does it
They
just
just
look
added more
different?
horsepower, and it
Oh,
looks
okay.
cool, actually. Like it's got 200 horsepower now.
I think
So
I saw
twice
one.
as
It
much
looks
horsepower.
less kind of. It doesn't have that big ass the way that the old Prius does, right?
Yeah, I like the way the old Prius looks, but the new
Some
one,
people do. Yeah, I was never a fan of
I
that
liked
look.
it. Some other people didn't like it. But
Oh, that's the new one. That looks way better.
yeah, this is the wait. I think it's 2023. This is the new one. Like it looks like a
Yeah.
fucking
No,
sick ass car,
that
actually.
looks way better, I think.
Like I was pretty surprised. Like it has a little bit less room in the back or whatever, but
Hmm.
like it definitely like looks like a future space
Yeah,
car or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And I'm into it. So obviously I would have the black one. But I mean, just
Yeah.
even the base model of this thing looks fucking good. And the fact that it's got 200 horsepower on it makes
Yeah.
me like completely
Oh,
think like this is the
that's
Grift
quite
that
a
we need
bit
to
more
get
than
in.
the old one, right?
Oh yeah, definitely quite a bit
Yeah,
more.
we should start a
Yeah,
we should start a
27 pounds
donation
today.
campaign.
Yeah,
Starts
for
at 27, so probably about 40K for a decent one.
yeah, but I'd want to get at least an LE all-wheel drive, you know.
Yeah,
I at least
yeah.
want the 4-wheel drive because of the snow.
There you go. Yeah, so yeah, probably pushing 40 for the top end model.
Let's see, like limited. Let's see what kind of got 49 to 50 versus the lower end run.
57, 56 for the cheap one.
Yeah, but this one's all-wheel drive. That's why it's got less.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. I mean, I wonder what kind of details they got in this sucker, dude.
19-inch
Glass
wheels.
roof,
Jesus.
key compatible charger, power lift back, digital key, heated ventilated front seats. That's exactly what I want right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I can just turn that on.
Gotta have that.
Lunchies.
Come on, guys. We need more money coming in to be able to get that car.
Know what I need to get, but I got to pay off my current car. So just please send more money or whatever, so we can get that paid off, and then we'll start. You know, we'll go ahead and auction off my old car, and then we'll get the new one or whatever.
Well, you could probably trade in your old one and then get the new one.
But I got to get out from under it first before I trade it in, because I don't want to have to roll that into a new loan.
Oh,
never worked.
Yeah, 200 horsepower on the Prius. That's definitely not what I'm used to. I mean, those things usually had 150.
Yeah, I think mine has like 68 horsepower plus like the electric engine or whatever. So allegedly 100 horsepower. Allegedly 100.
Allegedly, yeah.
But I have to put my foot all the way down just to get on the freeway.
And this one has more horsepower and better mileage.
Yeah, more horsepower, better mileage. I average 50 during the summer, and then I'm like at 45 during the wintertime. But it goes up to like 48 if I'm putting in premium. But that's just because, it's like having to heat the car all the time.
I think, I don't know, the car that I've been looking at lately, and I'm not really in a mood. I'm not in a position to get a new car yet right now. My car is just fine. But I kind of like the new hybrid Jeep.
Hybrid Jeep?
Yeah. I mean, it looks just like a regular Jeep that you would expect it to look like, but it's a plug-in hybrid.
That sounds dumb.
Dumb? What do you mean dumb?
There's an electric fucking Jeep now?
Yeah, what's a hybrid?
I mean, actually, no, that's actually pretty smart. Although I'd have to see how the transfer case would work on something like that, because that just seems like it would break if you were trying to do any type of like real off-roading. Like, I've been watching a lot of different off-road channels, and I mean, I know how mine works, and it would not be good for that because you don't have any fine control. Like, if I had the ability to lock it into electric mode and only use it, but still be able to get enough power out of it, like maybe, but there's no way that like they're going to be making enough electricity to be rock hauling when you're on electric.
Oh, it
like,
totally does.
Maybe if you're going like this, down like a road, but I couldn't see you actually fucking climbing with that.
Oh, yeah. Look at how much horsepower it's got.
Jesus.
Go to specs or something, maybe. Maybe technology. I don't know. But it's the most powerful Jeep you can buy right now as far as horsepower.
49 miles on electric, 370 miles allegedly. So it's got the hybrid mode and electric mode. So it allegedly can run on electric mode at highway speeds. So 55 miles an hour, is that what they're considering highway speeds?
I don't know that it's limited, but I know that one of the Jeep, or I guess 4x4 channels I watch, TFL, they did a test of it, and I think they got about 30 miles on a trail, like a rock crawling trail, on pure electric before the gas went in.
That's pretty crazy.
Oh, okay. 470 foot-pounds of torque, 375 horsepower. That's
I don't know
pretty
how
good.
comfortable I feel sitting on a large battery pack.
But like in a normal car, if the battery pack goes on the floor, you're going to get roasted anyways if you don't get out quick.
Yeah, no, I guess it doesn't matter.
I don't really know how batteries on fire works, but I know it's not good.
No.
So these wheels, do they look electric-y to you, or do they just look electric-y to me?
Yeah, I think just to you. I think they just look like pretty decent looking.
See if we can find somebody actually off-roading this.
TFL, just type in TFL into that search link. They do really good reviews of. There you go.
You can only go about 21 miles in all electric mode.
Yep.
But 21, not 31.
EV mode works in the low range as well.
Charge
and
EMP
Jeep said that
and
you can get
generator.
A few hours of rock crawling on
a full battery.
A single charge, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they were saying that when you're doing this kind of slow speed crawling stuff, you don't use a whole lot of electricity.
Yeah. Let's talk some numbers, okay? 450 pound-foot of torque now.
470.
470.
6 tons of batteries.
Which is the same as the 392.
375 horsepower.
You also have 3,500 pounds of towing, which is the exact same that a regular Wrangler would have.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot more weight.
So if I was getting one this year, that's probably what I would get.
So I think what they wanted to do was basically
4x4E. Yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah. I really like that combo.
But I would probably be getting like an old Jeep from like the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Some like 33s, maybe like a 4-5 inch lift just to be safe. Just so I could like, get through the snow pretty easy.
Yeah.
The only thing is I wouldn't be able to get bead locks, so I wouldn't be able to go really, really low on how much air I had in it yet.
Yeah.
But like back in the day, I like my dad used to have like old school Silverado that he built that lifted, that had all that shit on it. 4x4 lockers.
Well, a 4-inch lift on the 90s Jeep is going to be shorter than this thing.
Oh yeah, for sure, probably.
They've grown a lot over the years.
Oh damn, I know, dude. Like that thing was only a short bed, single cab, so it was tiny.
Yeah.
Compared to like this thing is like extended 4-door.
Yeah.
It's longer than an old school truck used to be. But I figure like old school XJ would probably be the best for off-roading for what I've seen, because literally every time that I've ever been off-roading, and I've been off-roading a lot, like there's always just one dude in an XJ that's pulling everybody out. Doesn't matter if they're in like a massive truck or little thing. This dude in his little XJ with his little fat tires is like, yeet, and then just yanks them out, no problem.
What
goes off.
You used to live in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know where Mount Lemon is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've gone off-roading on Mount Lemon.
That's pretty cool. It's pretty difficult up there.
It's fun. I like that. I every time I drive through Arizona, which is not very often, it's maybe once every couple of years, but every time I drive through there, I always love to just take that drive all the way up to the snow peak there in Mount Lemon, and then just take a day out of it, spend a day up there.
That's pretty cool.
Good time.
We're
not talking about grift. We're talking about fun cars to buy, but I'm kind of liking it. That's all right.
Yeah, we're talking about what we're gonna buy with our grifting money.
Yeah, that's right. That's what's all related. Ultimately, it's all related.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I
It is
dig it.
all related. All right, back to the thing that people actually care about.
Yeah.
Now let's play this shit.
Is a path towards being famous. So I'm kind of like, look, man, she's not that famous. I don't really care that much. She's not going to change policy. She's not going to have a big impact. There's no reason to give people like this attention. But if she's advocating against child porn and human trafficking, it's like, okay, well, whatever.
Maybe she should get famous if she's pushing for that.
I mean, you don't have to like her. But,
Yeah.
The
message is strong.
I think you can't you can be mad at whatever you want, but like being mad at her for wanting to be famous, like being mad at all the teenage girls who want to grow up and be influencers, right? Like the desire for fame and having an individual platform is very common. And I think before that, being famous in on stage or performing or touring, whatever, was also common. But now you can be famous from your living room, having never left your house, know?
The reason why I think it's
right.
I'll tell you this. I know it's an op. There may be a lot of people who are tricked by it, and that they think it's a genuine cultural movement.
It's a genuine cultural
there's
movement.
literally no reason to be this angry over a low tier personality who's just trying to be famous.
That's what threw me at first. I was like,
People were bringing up all this stuff about her. I'm like, you've researched this girl this much from like her MySpace days?
It's like more than Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
People got mad at Trump, but like the levels of hate and I'm like,
yeah,
this is it's an op. The goal is to get a mob riled up, talk about it, make her famous.
Mm-hmm.
I take a little different approach. I think what Jeremy is basically the ringleader of the drama because he got banned on Twitter and feels like it was unjust.
Really?
That's part of the op, bro.
Yeah.
Right, he's
the ringleader. Jeremy's the ringleader.
He also has said on his Twitter openly, like, don't rag on
bitch.
Tim. Like, Tim's my friend. Like, you guys are crazy.
He'll say that. I don't follow him at all. He keeps coming up in my.
He's not my friend.
I can't figure out. And then he'll be like, "Well, Tim didn't do this thing I wanted." Like, it's
Yeah,
just like I don't want to interact with this person.
And here's what he did. And this is why all of his fans are mad. We booked him twice. He canceled on us twice. The second time he canceled on us at the exact last minute, and we didn't know, and we had to find someone else. Fortunately, we had Matt Strickland on, and he was great. And then that night he was supposed to be on. He went on a different show and criticized me for not talking about it.
Wow.
All right,
That's what he went on with Brittany Vandy. That's when he went on with Brittany Vandy and Chrissy.
Yeah, I was going to ask, which show was he on? Was he on with Venti and Chrissy? Is that where it was?
Yeah, that was the same
I
one
don't
that
think I saw that
went
one
on too. Yeah, like he went
Oh,
on with
okay.
Brittany and Venti and Chrissy, and then like after Brittany,
Yeah.
or after Jeremy left, Chrissy brought me on with Venti, and then like Venti
okay.
was there for like 2 seconds and then dipped.
So you
Or she
weren't
was
on with him directly then?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
It was almost like he told them not to bring me on or something like that.
What?
I don't know. Because like I
Well,
was
he's
like
mentioned
waiting
your name
there.
before.
He has, but he won't ever come. He won't come on the show. But then
Hmm.
again, I can see why. I could see
Well,
why.
yeah. But yeah, here I think again, Tim is either just blind and missing the point, or he's pretending that he's blind, which is saying, I don't understand why people hate her so much for wanting to be famous. People don't hate her for wanting to be famous. People don't really even hate her, but people don't like the fact that Eliza lied about what she did in order to make money. And then she doubled down on that lie by using her connections at Twitter and then eventually at YouTube to shut down people that were asking questions, legitimate questions at that. So yeah, it's he's mischaracterizing the thing that people are upset with.
No, I agree. He's definitely mischaracterizing the entire situation.
Mm-hmm.
And he's doing so to save his own bacon. I mean, it's obviously clear that if he felt like this, he should have said something. But now he's just like, is he folding? Like, what is this even called? I don't know what this is called. The blue waffle.
Mm-hmm.
He's waffling.
Yeah, Neptune Jesus, I totally agree. That's exactly what's going on. He's like straw manning their argument to make it seem like everybody else is an idiot and overreacting, and he doesn't understand what the big deal is. Like, no, Tim, we know you have a high IQ. You're smart enough to see all the same videos that we all watched and to know exactly what's going on. So what's the real reason that he's pretending like he doesn't understand why people are upset?
I think the real reason is that he's a dummy.
Well, I don't agree with that. I don't think he's a dummy. I think he's a pretty smart guy. But
think
even
he's
smart guys can be like pulled by feelings to do dumb things.
I could agree with that.
Yeah. Hey, you're a smart guy.
But I do dumb shit all the time.
You've done dumb shit before. I'd like to think I do less dumb shit now, but I certainly used to do plenty of dumb shit.
Yeah, I still do dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was just recently doing dumb shit, so, you know, I get you. I feel you on that. It's not like we're getting away from it. It's just the world that we live in today.
But it's like, ideally, you recognize when you do dumb shit and you go, oh, my bad. And that's the part that people want Tim to do that he's absolutely not willing to do.
Everybody who's a member know why I blocked him, because he sent me a message at 2 a.m, which came off as a veiled threat. I will try and quote it verbatim what he said.
Yeah, pause.
I know our audiences want a war, but I don't. Please tell me your guy is taking her to task.
Wow.
And
All right.
I just said, I'm done with this.
So he's telling you to
All right,
do what he
pause
wants,
it.
basically. He's
Well,
just
the-
telling you
the-
to count.
Taking him
Okay.
to task, like literally.
So again, what he said, I think, is probably what Jeremy wrote, because Jeremy said that essentially that thing on his videos, which is, God, I hope Tim is at least having his reporter guy not play softball and actually give her a real interview, and that covers all the questions people are asking. And I think that that's perfectly reasonable thing for Jeremy to say. So why is Tim getting upset that Jeremy's saying, I hope your guy takes her to task? It seems like he's getting upset thinking that, well, why the fuck are you telling me how I should run my employees? Well, it wasn't even about Tim from that statement. Like, that statement had nothing to do with Tim. It had to do with the reporter and making sure he didn't do a softball interview. But Tim is taking it very personally, like it's an attack on him, and that, well, you're not smart enough to know what to tell your reporter, so let me tell you, you should make sure your reporter doesn't go there with kid gloves, make sure he really takes her to task. It's like, dude, it's pure emotion. It's like, that's the real problem here, is Tim is internalizing everything as though it's a critique on him, and it's going to turn into that. Like, it wasn't originally, had very little to do with Tim. People just didn't understand why he wasn't saying anything at all. But now it's actually turning into a critique of Tim.
No, that's 100%. It's turning into a critique of Tim because Tim decided that he was going to put himself in the middle of this without deciding that he was going to put himself into the middle of this. And I mean, it's all self-imposed. It's just all self-inflicted. It's just ridiculous. And the fact that he let it fester into this is why he's dealing with this now.
So the context there is beyond what he said.
Festering.
My understanding, and I don't know if Shane probably doesn't want me to say this, but messages had been received basically threatening us that if we did not write a negative story about her, we would regret it.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple hours later, Jeremy sends me that message, and I just said, I'm not playing these fucking games, dude.
Yeah.
And I just blocked him.
Hell yeah.
And people are like, but why did Tim block him? Well, I don't know. Maybe it was because he made YouTube thumbnails of my face with Jack Murphy's beard.
Mm-hmm.
Shit talked me while saying, but he's my friend.
That's funny, though.
But, you know, he really is not going to address this. Maybe it's because he told us he would come on this show and we planned for it. And then he canceled on us. And I said, okay, well, these things happen. That night, while we were live, he went on a different show and said, Tim Pool I'll give him one more day to talk about this.
But he was scared of traveling.
Yeah. So it's like, don't cancel on me and then get mad at me that I didn't talk about it the night you were supposed to be here to talk about it.
Okay, that's a good, pause it one more time. It's a good point. His buddy there said, well, maybe he was afraid of traveling. And Jeremy has said that he has a phobia about traveling. And he didn't, like, Timcast is an in-person show. So when they invited Jeremy, and Jeremy's been on before, it means flying out to West Virginia to spend a full day there to be on Timcast. When he went on the other show the same day that he canceled, he didn't cancel that day. He didn't reply back to the booker, which was like 2 weeks before he was supposed to be on. And then she booked somebody else instead. So that's a more accurate description of what happened. So there was a 2-week period between when it was obvious Jeremy wasn't coming, somebody else got booked instead, and then the day he would have been on his show, on Tim's show, was the day I guess he was on with Brittany and what's her face.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not, again, Tim is painting this with a very particular brush to try and make Jeremy look bad. And Jeremy admitted that he just totally spaced out, or whatever. It was his fault for not following up to schedule flying out to be on Timpool. He admitted that. But that happened 2 weeks earlier. It didn't happen that same day that he went on, and he didn't fly out to be on, God, why am I forgetting her name? Chrissy. He didn't fly out to be on Chrissy's show. He was sitting in his basement in his shorts, and he was on Chrissy's show.
Exactly. He didn't have to go anywhere. He just
That's a big
logged in
difference.
on StreamYard, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm trying to find that like actual show.
Mm.
Let's see. Quartering.
Okay. And then somebody asked, well, who wants to be in West Virginia anyway? I will say I've only been there twice, but it's a pretty place. You know, it's just country. It's
Wait, no, this isn't it.
It's like anywhere else in the Appalachians on the East Coast.
It was a Simcast, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
2
I
weeks
think
ago.
so. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right here. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, Tim was always a city boy. He was never a country boy. So this is really his. I guess it's been there now, what, 2 years? It's his first experience kind of living more in country lifestyle than city. He's got all the chickens there. I think they've got some other animals now. He wants to get horses as well.
Oh, really? He's going to get horses? Does he even know anything
he's
about
talked about
horses? Really?
Well, the first thing you need to know is they're not cheap, so you need money to be able to afford them. Everything else you can learn.
I mean, yeah, dude. I was watching that Yellowstone show. Horses are expensive as fuck, bro. Horses.
I'm watching the what is it? 1882. I'm watching that one right now. I think that's related to it, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be like a prequel or something.
No spoilers.
Like that.
No spoilers.
I haven't watched it.
Okay.
So I just know it's
All
a
right.
prequel. Actually, I can't even find where he went on with her.
Really? Well, there's a picture of him right there. Was that not it?
You know what? I think no,
You
that's
just-
not it. That was from a year.
Oh,
that's
not
from
it?
a year
Okay.
ago.
Oh.
Maybe it was Brittany Venti's actual channel that he went on.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's like I've been trying to figure out what he was talking about, but I was like, it's either Chrissy's show or Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm still not seeing it. I know it was something having to do with that, but it was like 2
Mhm.
weeks ago, right? It was like 2 weeks ago. And he popped into somebody's show. It was probably Brittany's show.
I really
though.
wonder at this point, after a couple of weeks, if Brittany's just going to be permanently stuck on that topic. Like, she's not going to do any of the other stuff she used to do.
She might be. I mean, it depends on how good it goes for her, you know, how much money she makes off
Yeah,
of it, I guess.
exactly. I mean, she knows what it's all about. It's the grift.
Yeah, she knows it's about the grift and making the money. And so
Mhm.
far, she's getting pretty big streams on this whole entire thing.
She
although
is. Totally.
the information flow is starting to shrink.
Yeah, I think
Right.
once they've gone through all of your shit, there's not a whole lot more there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't leave them with very much after that. Like, they'll be able to do like documentaries and stuff, but then they're going to have to be looking for the next thing. And obviously, the next thing everybody's
Mhm.
already said they're going after is Miles Chong.
I know nothing about that guy. I've never seen him once. I haven't heard him. Like, literally nothing.
Well, wow.
He does not pop up on any recommendations for me on anything.
Dude, yeah. It's really hard to even explain that fucker.
Hmm.
I mean, Jeremy from the Quartering actually has
Mhm.
To
a
not
decent
just
video.
to stop the infighting because it's a bad look.
It's
on
a
the
bad
right,
look. The infighting's
for
a bad
example,
look.
I've
You hear that?
criticized people like Tim Pool and others. People don't
Criticizing Tim Pool a year ago. No
I
way.
mean,
Say it
no,
ain't so
exactly.
fucking, dude.
necessarily like that. There is this
No way,
weird
dog.
unwritten
Hey,
rule
he's
where
King Grift for a reason, man.
criticize someone on
I know.
your
I mean,
side.
we call
or
it out.
someone
We
who's
calls them like
fighting
we
the
sees
good
them.
fight.
Uh-huh.
But there's one particular individual that
Fighting
I
the good
think
fight.
continues to garner significant clout, following, and influence in American politics. And it's extraordinarily frustrating as
So a year
somebody
ago, he would
who
have had
knows
like
the dark truth
600,000
about,
followers probably, or
this
viewers,
Like at
subscribers.
500. He was at like
500?
400 or 500. Yeah.
Yeah.
When
And
this
he was
video,
already criticizing Tim Pool.
yep. He was already criticizing Tim Pool at every chance
Uh-huh.
he could get. So, like,
Uh-huh.
this isn't something new for him and his reasoning
No.
for going after Jeremy or, pulling him out.
Yeah.
It's just like the final straw, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the final.
It's just individual.
Yeah.
You can say something?
No, I was just saying, yeah. I was agreeing.
Now, as always, and I will reiterate here, please do not reach out to this person. Don't interact with them.
Don't reach
I
out
don't
to this
condone
person.
any
Don't interact with
dogpiling.
them.
Yeah.
But what I am asking
Here's
is
his
that
email address.
you listen
Don't email
to
him.
what I have to say here, and that you
Yeah.
reconsider
Here's his email, but don't email him.
possibly sharing
Please
this
don't.
person as an authoritative
Mhm.
source. That you reconsider websites that continue to embed his tweets like the Daily Wire and even my friend Carl Benjamin, Sargon of Akkad's Lotus Eaters website is paying this guy. It is absolutely, without a doubt,
Dude,
in
the
my
Lotus
opinion,
Eaters are paying this guy?
irrefutable anyway. It's not just my opinion. It is
I don't know.
irrefutable that Ian Miles Chong has done some
A year ago.
horrendous things to other people, including but not limited to doxing them, admitting to it, which I will show you, allegedly getting a dog injured and laughing about it, which I will show you, something he's denied vehemently on Twitter, yet audio clips exist of him admitting it and laughing about
And
it.
video clips,
This is
by
a
the way.
man that stole money from me directly, that lied to me for
Well, how'd
months
that
as
happen?
an
How did he steal
employee.
money? Oh, you work for him.
An
This is
employee,
not
he worked for
somebody
him.
that
Jeremy hired him, and then the entire
Ah.
time that dude was working for him, he was just basically spending his like money and like doing it willy-nilly, and then finally fessed up to it. He was just like, yeah, but I live in Malaysia. There's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. So, stupid American. Like it was literally fucked up. And back then when Jeremy was smaller, I was trying, this is like, this is a year ago, but
It was
like
back when you were bigger
that
than
went-
Jeremy.
Yeah, it was back when I was bigger than Jeremy.
Yeah, yeah,
actually, no, Jeremy was always bigger than me. Actually, he was just much smaller then. Like he was around 100,000 when
Yeah.
he was like, he actually had Chong working for him.
Okay.
that I want to see continually retweeted by authoritative sources. This is somebody that's never set foot on American soil, but has grifted their way successfully to some sort of
So
authoritative
where is he
source
from?
because he just takes other people's clips and posts them on the internet. Never, of course, giving credit to the original source, something any real journalist would do, or would at least try to do, or would do occasionally. Ian Miles Chong is the definition of a grifter.
Oh,
This
so
is
he's another
somebody
grifter.
who has
Okay.
had every possible.
Yeah, he it takes one to know one, and he knows
Uh-huh.
that Chong is a drifter. But the difference is Chong's not a grifter. He's just he's just a criminal. That's what it really is.
Where he said he's not American. Where's he from?
Malaysia.
Malaysia. Oh, they're
Lives
all
in
criminals
Malaysia.
over there,
He
dude.
talks
Come on.
about Malaysian. He doesn't talk about Malaysian politics. He talks about American politics. He does American politics article, and he's never set foot into fucking America.
Possible
Yeah.
political belief at the most opportune time for themselves, the most profitable time for them to be left leaning. They were the most
So did
profitable.
he eat the
time
dog
for them
then,
to
or
be
what? Because
right.
they eat dogs out
They
there,
were.
right?
They have never,
That's what
in
I
my
heard.
opinion, believed anything politically about what the side, quote unquote, is that they're supporting. It's been about money. This is somebody that
It's
took
always been
my
about
money,
Mm-hmm.
said they were using it to pay an assistant to help aggregate articles, only to find out that they were giving that money to an e-girl to buy an iPhone. Okay? This is somebody that should have been ignored years ago, yet, like the cockroach, continues to thrive.
Uh-huh.
This is just a small taste of why I am concerned with the number of people that continue to follow, tweet, retweet, and quote Ian Miles Chong. Let's talk about Exhibit 1. Okay? This is a man who started a business with somebody he called a friend. This person's
Andy
name was Andy
Worski.
Worski. This is a few years ago during the internet blood sports era of YouTube. Doesn't matter if you don't know what that is. I will inform you. It was a live debate era of YouTube that got particularly spicy, and there were some things said and done that were not up to YouTube standards, and that entire genre was essentially scrubbed from the internet. During that time, it was politically and personally expedient and profitable for Ian Miles Chong to be appearing on these streams, to be orbiting people like Andy Worski and Ethan Ralph and Mr. Mediker and all of these people that were at the forefront of that kind of stream world. He was appearing
I don't know any of these people
as a strong believer in right-wing
they wiped him
ideals
basically
and
out the internet except for Mediker.
SJW. And this is a guy, again, who has never set foot on American soil, has zero skin in the game, and profits
Zero skin in the game
exclusively on rage baiting and whipping everyone
why
up
did Jeremy hire
into
him?
a fervor without a
Yeah, why did Jeremy hire him? Oh, that's right, because Jeremy makes mistakes too.
Oh, okay. But Jeremy does fess up to mistakes. I've noticed that.
Yeah, Jeremy will fess up to when he makes a mistake, but you know what? He has made mistakes.
Oh,
There's just
for
a
sure.
difference in how he handles them as opposed to how Tim Pool handles them.
Yeah. No, Jeremy actually reads the super chats, and if he gets a little too many, then he flip flops.
Oh yeah, which is fine. I mean,
Because that's what a
gotta go where the
grifter's
money's
supposed
at.
to do. Exactly.
Gotta go where the money be at, dude. Speaking about grift, please send super chats now. Thank you very much.
He doesn't actually take the time to provide any context or add additional information to the clips he shares. He knows exactly what he's doing. This is now him admitting on tape to not just doxing, but swatting a business partner, another YouTube, putting their life at risk and thinking it was hilarious. Even though you see here, I called the police a few days ago to report Andy Worski for the suspicion of a crime. It had nothing to do with incidents they are accusing me of, or swatting or hurting anybody. These claims are exaggerated for the purpose of feeding a narrative. What that narrative is, he doesn't say. He just says, well, here I am caught in 164K admitting to swatting somebody, trying to impress a girl, and it's just not true. It's simply not true. They're trying to destroy me, a Malaysian man who's profiting off American suffering. They're turning against me with evidence of me doing terrible things. Therefore, it cannot be true. Take a listen.
Out saying that he's going to make a video on me. That really actually set me off. I did not need to see that. I'm more than happy to just let him leave me alone. But he forced my hand, so I called the police. I actually called the police on him. I know what he does. I know he has illegal firearms. I know that he is deeply entrenched in the alt-right. I know that he has a lot of cocaine in his house. Yeah, he's I even talked to them on the phone. So, who knows? Maybe they'll pay him a visit very soon.
Okay, there is no doubt that he purposely sent.
Does that sound like that dude just swatted somebody?
Well, that would depend. If he knows there's no cocaine and he knows there's no guns, and then he calls the police, that'd be swatting, I would say.
Yeah, they definitely swatted that guy.
But if there are guns in there and there is cocaine in there, then he just reported them.
Yeah, but no, he didn't have any guns or cocaine, and yeah, there wasn't any. And Miles was basically like, if anyone could provide any evidence there was a swatting incident with the flashbang of a dog, please produce the evidence. Keemstar is trying to promote the lie that this was regarding a fabricated.
Oh, I haven't watched Keemstar in years. I remember I used to watch him for all the drama.
But then, listen to this.
Sheriff's deputy showed up to my father's house and threw a flashbang in the pool with my dad's dog in it. So you blew up a yellow Labrador Retriever because of mistaken identity. So, and I know that's food in your country and all, but look, that's oh my God.
So I was misled, clearly misled. And the idea was that you were this guy, right?
And,
Dude, it was up.
my
That
dad's
was a
dog
retarded
was
thing to
totally
do.
out of line.
Yeah.
It was totally
Yeah, I know. Totally didn't deserve to get flash banged and all that. Totally apologize for that.
She's blind now. She's blind.
She's boring now. She's blind.
Oh yeah, but yeah, no, seriously though, that was a up. That was a up.
Now you're laughing. You think that's funny?
No, absolutely not.
I think they're
Now,
both
thirdly-
writing the grift on that.
Yeah, no, I think that it actually definitely happened, but like, it's just that's the next person I feel like everybody's going to be going after, especially if Jeremy is the actual leader of the reputation management firm. You know,
Yeah.
why wouldn't he be using his power to go after someone even more elusive?
Right? Yeah, he could be. Could be.
Yeah,
He could be.
Do you have any insights in there? Did you happen to meet this Chong guy when he was in his 20s?
No, I've just been following him along on the internet
Okay.
since 2004. Like when I was on somethingawful.com, he seemed to have been one of the guys that was always getting banned and like putting up like these insanely stupid ideas for people to do stuff. And it was basically like telling on himself. He would get into beefs with the mods and they would like be swatting each other and stuff. But the big thing about Ian Miles that a lot of people don't know is that he's actually the guy that started Gamergate with Zoe Quinn. So originally, what a lot of people don't seem to remember or know about this situation is that it was actually Ian that basically was the one that was bothering the girl, and it had something to do with the business venture that they were initially involved with. So the harassment that had came out of it was initially
Wait, who was involved in?
Ian.
Ian
And
was in
I
the
think-
business venture with the reporter chick?
They were working together on like a blog or whatever. And it's
Oh.
like most people don't even realize that that was a thing, but he kind of like flip flopped on the situation. So at first he was the one that was doing the harassing, but he was doing it under a different like persona. So Ian was the one that was harassing the girl. And then once the Gamergate thing blew up, Ian all of a sudden turned around to the other side and started supporting the girl. So like he started the whole entire situation in the very first place and then turned around and then started grifting off of the situation by basically changing his whole entire stance on the entire thing and then getting together with Brianna Wu and like kind of like making it into the situation that was like happening now. So like what a lot of people don't get, even Jeremy wasn't aware of or whatever, maybe he is aware of it. He just hasn't gone that deep into it. But like, you know, most people don't remember that, you know, it was fucking Ian, and Ian was the internet troll from fucking Something Awful that had been involved with many of these different trolls over the years. I mean, dude's always been about making money and shit. And to him, that was just basically generating revenue and clicks and eyeballs after he lost his Reddit mod privileges, and he had a pretty lucrative grift going over there where he could basically post his news articles and other people's news articles onto Reddit into certain places where they weren't going to get deleted, and they would like, you know, automatically hit the front page, go viral, and he was just making tons of money off of that right there. Like that was his grift. They figured him out. He got fired, and then immediately after that, the next big thing that he did was Gamergate, and most people don't remember it, refuse to say that it's true or whatever, but it is true. It is. That's what happened. And you know what? Ian's never tried to sue me over that shit because he knows he would fucking lose.
All right.
That's why he doesn't like me. But, you know, like I've been following him along for a really long time. And if you look at his like history or whatever for like the Gamergate mystery, they actually talk about it. Like he was the editor-in-chief at Gamer Rants and self-described turbo feminist, also known for a Reddit scandal in 2012 that uncovered IRC logs that he claimed that Hitler was his fucking idol, and that he later on went to apologize for these remarks when it surfaced in 2014 after Gamergate. Although instead of taking full responsibility for his actions, he blamed the toxic gamer community, and he was also known for calling YouTuber KSI a sexist for creating a YouTube video in which KSI motorboated a cosplayer after asking for permission after one of the cosplayers defended KSI.
Doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense, but this wiki doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah.
But the leaks most people know who he was and what names he was using, what he was doing over there. And like the Reddit scandal was the very first thing, but Gamergate's the biggest one, because if you went to his website was basically the main website talking about it.
Yeah.
So it's like he created drama so he could write about it, and then it basically went fucking nuclear.
I wasn't playing video games back then, so I recall hearing about Gamergate, but it didn't really affect me one way or the other, so I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, most people didn't. I didn't really give a shit about Gamergate. I gave a shit about...
Looks like such a weasel, though. Look at him.
Yeah, he's a weasel, dude. Like, he looks like a fucking... I don't know, man. He definitely just looks like a punk.
He looks like one of those kids that used to beat up in high school. Or junior high, even.
Yep. And he tries to like act like, oh, well, this doesn't matter anymore. And it's like, bro, if you had these ideas when you were a kid, there's not very much chance that you changed.
Now, is this the same guy that like Musk is best buddies with now?
Yes. And then he's also the same guy that's like, oh yeah, the history of Gamergates on human events. The real history of Gamergate, where he just happens to leave himself out of the fact that he was the dude that started it. Yeah, easiest way to take yourself out of the history of something is to literally take yourself out of the history of something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. To understand why most of the media is deploy the Gamergate this way, you first have to define how the media defines Gamergate. In a series of features, the New York Times characterized Gamergate as a watershed moment that singularly catalyzed a surge of online harassment and coordinated trolling, acting as a base for what is now called the alt-right.
So the alt-right is basically guys sitting in their basements playing video games.
Pretty much.
Wow. That's a hell of a base Trump got.
Mm-hmm. But Zoe Quid was the one that lit the fuse, right? And he knows all about that because he was the one that lit the fuse with Zoe Quinn. But most people don't know. Most people haven't realized
she pronounce
that.
her name that way? It's normally pronounced Zoe.
Oh, is it Zoe Quinn? It just says Zoe Quinn right there.
But I mean, I don't know how the kids pronounce shit differently these days.
No, I mean, usually sometimes people put a Y on the end of that shit or something like that.
Sometimes. Yeah. There's also, you could put 2 little dots over the E. That's fairly common as well.
Well, I didn't even see those there. I just read it the way I read it.
Yeah. Well, maybe she pronounces it like that. I don't know. Don't know. Don't care. Don't really. I mean, okay. I was going to say chicks shouldn't be doing gaming content anyway, but I remember, what was the chick's name back in Tech TV days? She's kind of a redhead. Morgan Webb. I liked Morgan Webb.
Yeah, Margaret Webb was great. Great chi-chis.
Yeah. But she also had a great personality, which is the main thing I look at.
Personality. Yeah, which is the second thing I look at.
She had like a double D size personality.
Yeah. Double D size personality, C size boobies.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And I remember when before she got onto the gaming network, when she was working with Leo Laporte back in those days, she was always doing good segments, always very cheery and smiley and happy. There was a few girls back then that were like, I don't remember any bitchy girls back then. I think they were all pretty nice on TV.
Yeah, they were pretty nice. Like they
like 15, 20 years ago is what I'm referring to, guys.
Yeah, they were like happy to be there.
Yeah. But also, I don't think that anything made the online gaming toxic. It was always toxic, for Christ's sakes. Like playing in the 90s, playing Doom with your buddies at a LAN party. Everything was fag this and fuck your mother that. And, I mean, exactly. This is how young men talk to each other. That is not abnormal at all.
Yeah, it doesn't seem abnormal.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Olivia Munn. That's another one that was really good. I always like her. She had a
She's
great
still
attitude.
doing stuff.
Another
She's still doing stuff.
great personality. What?
Yeah, it's Olivia Munn's still doing content too after a while. Like she's in movies and shit now.
She's been in a few small ones. Yeah. I was. It would have been good if she got some like major Hollywood parts. I think she just got some bit parts. But
She was
I
in
remember
like
her.
X-Men, dude.
What? She was
I
in
guess
X-Men?
was supposed to, yeah, which was supposed to be a big part for her when she played Psylocke. It's probably like one of the biggest characters.
Oh
that
yeah,
she
I saw that. I
going
remember
on.
seeing that. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I wish she would have had bigger parts though.
She's
So
been
I
a
always
lot of
liked her
big stuff.
attitude.
She was even on the Daily Show, dude. What's she coming up in? Tales of the Walking Dead. Ooh. And Dragon's
okay.
Cutthroat. Wait, what? What is that? Oh, it's a music video. Okay, cool. She seems to be in a lot of music videos.
Yeah.
Ocean's 8. Olivia Munn.
Ocean's 8? She was in that? Really? I don't
Lego
recall her.
movie. Ninjago movie. Ninjago.
Well, that was just the voice part, I
Ninjago?
think. She was
Yeah,
in
that-
Zoolander too. I totally don't remember her in that.
There was a Zoolander too.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I didn't remember seeing that shit. New Girl. That's a TV show. She was in Magic Mike too. Which I mean, all the ladies that watch Magic Mike are totally watching that for the ladies, right? Robot
Yeah,
Chicken,
right.
Greta, whatever that is, Chuck, and that TV show Chuck. I like that TV
Never
show.
saw it. I remember that it was on air, but I never watched it.
Dude, that show is great. He had the intersect in his head. He like looked at some computer file and it gave him like superpowers or whatever. Not superpowers, but the ability to like recall insane information and like be able to fight like a badass based on like some internal programming that he saw or whatever. Cool concept though. But really though, the real reason that I watched that show is for this chick right here. This Yvonne Starvosky or something like that. Although she doesn't seem to have done a lot of stuff since that. And then this Zachary Levy guy, he was, or I guess he's no longer the guy that's going to be playing Shazam because they fired his ass or something like that. But I really liked him. I really liked him. Still funny though. So should we go back to watching the rest of this shit over here, or what do you got? No audio.
Oh, it'd be good if I turn my mic on, huh? There's Craig helping her with her microphone.
Checking out the booty.
Welcome, Olivia. Hi, thanks for fixing. I was fixing your microphone, but we've just met, and to be that close to your bottom is something. It was. I'm sorry it took me so long. I kind of forgot what I was doing.
I kind of forgot what I was doing.
I appreciate you taking your time. Well, I wasn't. I was going as fast as I could. I was like. Danny put me up. Did you meet Danny backstage?
Yeah, I did meet. I've met Danny before, and he's very nice. I love that man.
Really?
Yeah, well, he's very nice to me. He was a big fan of The Daily Show, and he was bringing up stuff, and he was very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
she's
What do you
cute.
think of his hair?
I like it. I think it's
She's
it's
cute.
different.
Although you probably want to play that because that's a copyrighted channel.
Good way.
Which one?
It's a, you know,
Oh,
I was thinking
CBS?
of doing it myself.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
I'm
no.
getting a
Yeah.
warning.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Because you're already so.
Wow.
Now, stop it.
I stopped it. It stopped. Huh.
Yeah, like
What's
if
fair
it's
use?
a
Like
actual,
copyright. This is bullshit.
it's not
Copyrighted
fair.
bullshit.
It's not fair. It doesn't matter if it's fair use. If it detects it, it will
Yeah.
pause the stream. So it gives you
Really?
a warning
Okay.
first. It says we're detecting copyrighted content
Yeah,
or
yeah,
audio,
yeah.
and then you got seconds to shut
Okay.
it off.
Yeah. Well, feel free to kill anything if that ever pops up. Don't wait
That's
for me to tell
that's
you.
why I'm telling you, like,
Yeah.
take it off, turn it off, stop.
Mm-hmm.
If it detects it, it will knock us offline for
Hmm.
until we stop playing it, and then we'll have to go in.
Now,
and, like,
hold on. I
manually
thought if
review.
it was on low latency, it wasn't doing the checking.
if it's on ultra low latency, it doesn't do the checking unless it detects something that is clearly on its platform with a certain.
Okay.
So it can still detect like certain types of copyrighted content outside of that, like music, anything from a big TV show or movie, it will detect that's in a certain database. So like it goes through that database no matter what. Why that's why there's still at least a little tiny bit of a delay on ultra low, but on low latency is when it scans the content for everything. So it goes through the full scan. So like that's why there's a 15-second delay, is because it's doing the full scan for everything.
Somebody said she's 50. There's no way she's 50.
Yeah,
Go
there's
ahead.
no
Keep talking.
there's no
I'm
way
going to
that
look up her age real quick here.
she's not 50.
She's way younger than I am. Yeah, she's born in 1980. And this was probably 5 years ago. Yeah, so she was like 36 in that video. Maybe 35.
It's a fine 32-year-old woman. She fine.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she reminds me kind of like, like as she gets older of that one chick from Wayne's World, Tia. What was her last name? Tia
Wayne's
something.
World. Oh, yeah, Tia Carrera.
Yeah, Tia Carrera.
Yeah. Well, they're both part Asian.
I know.
So I think her dad's white and her mom's like either Filipino or something like that.
The ageless, I don't know how she keeps saying
Asians don't get old this fast. That's just reality.
Yeah, dude, she was born in 67, bro. What? What?
Still even older than you are.
What? But how? 56 years old?
Yeah.
She still looks like she's in her 30s. God damn. She must be drinking the blood of children or something, man.
Asians just, they don't age the same speed.
I guess. I mean, it must be nice. Shit. I'm over here aging like fucking curdled milk, dude.
Okay. All right.
Also has said on his Twitter openly, like, don't rag on Tim. Like, Tim's my friend. Like, you guys are crazy.
He'll say that. I don't follow him at all. He keeps coming up in my.
He's not my friend.
I can't figure out.
He's
and then
not
he'll be
my
like,
friend.
"Well, Tim didn't do this thing I wanted." Like, it's
Yeah,
just like I don't want to interact with this person.
And here's what he did. And this is why all of his fans are mad. We booked him twice. He canceled on us twice.
Oh shit!
The second time he canceled on us at the exact last minute, and we didn't know. And but he he's not going to address this. Maybe it's because he told us he would come on this show, and we planned for it, and then he canceled on us. And I said, okay, well, these things happen. That night, while we were live, he went on a different show and said, Tim Pool is. I'll give him one more day to talk about.
Like a well-deordered peel.
Yeah. So it's like, don't cancel on me and then get mad at me that I didn't talk about it the night you were supposed to be here to talk about it. And then don't message me saying, look, he said, these people got to understand. I know our audiences want a war, but I don't. Please tell me your guy is taking her to task. It's about as close to verbatim as I can get. My audience wants a war? My audience doesn't care about this e-girl stuff.
No.
Tim,
check your comments, Tim.
Check the comment section and the super chats. I'm pretty sure they wanted this comment. This is what they were paying you upwards of $20,000 for.
Yeah. And it's not a war. It's reality. They just wanted Tim to say something to address the issue. That's it.
And I mean, her calling her a fucking grifter is the best thing that I could have ever heard. It's just that why the fuck did he do it 2 weeks ago?
No, it's Jeremy who won't stop saying my name and using my name to make videos and to get attention. He does this thing where, like, if something minor happens to me, he'll make a headline like that's outrageously nonsensical. Like, I'll do a kickflip and he'll write, Tim Pool does the craziest record-breaking trick ever done. You know, it's things like that. And I'm just like, I'm done playing these games, dude.
There's one way to end it once and for all. It's real simple.
Cage match.
Cage match.
Yeah, I was gonna say have a duel.
Creator Clash 2 is coming up.
Yeah.
You and Jeremy handle it.
Everybody's into it except for Tim.
Would you box him?
Absolutely. Yeah, we don't fight on Twitter direct messages. We meet in the parking lot and handle this like country boys.
Good old boys. Yeah.
Well, I
right?
got to be honest. I told everybody, I was like, I blocked him because I don't want to be involved. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm done doing this. And I couldn't help it. Here I am.
I don't want to associate Jeremy with Eliza or Jack Murphy or you. Like you guys are all so different. And
Why was Jeremy so obsessed with Jack Murphy?
I don't know. I think he felt personally wrong because he probably believed Jack was like the alpha male, and then Jack, the way he handled the exposure of the past porn stuff was like felt like a less than alpha response. And Jeremy was like, I had faith in this guy, and this guy.
Wait, real quick. If Tim Pool and Ian Crossland got into a fight, who would win?
Mm-hmm. Well, you mean like an actual fight?
Like a fight, yeah. If they started fighting,
where they would slap each other constantly,
punching. Like a
nobody's
fight.
Punching in that fight. Nobody's punching, dude. There's two guys slapping each other.
Two guys slapping each other, and then Ian starts crying and is like, "Why are we fighting?" Like that. Do you think? I mean, people in the chat are saying Ian would win.
Ian
would
Tim's
go
in better
wild
physical
and it turns
shape
hard
than
out.
Ian, but Ian's bigger than Tim's. I don't know. I think it'd be a slapping match, honestly.
You think they would slap box it out?
There would be slapping. Hey, and we got a super chat.
Super chat, my favorite thing.
Fight. Exactly.
Well, we like super chats. Wait, where did it go away? All right, super chat, $5 of the great British pound. Some of that British funny money. Fight ammo. That's right. Those British people, they love fighting. Actually, that's what I hear.
They fight.
Are you sure you're not? Are you sure you're not Scottish? Wait, Gillen. That kind of seems like it might be Irish or Scottish or something like that. Like Irish people fight, right? I'm not trying to be racist or whatever.
They all fight. Everybody on those two islands, everybody fights.
Everybody fights for everything. They just like, you were fighting yesterday. You got a black eye. They're like, oh, you get your ass whooped again.
Well, they also
thanks
drink like crazy too.
We appreciate your funny money because honestly, we like money. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
that's what the show's all about.
It'll convert to normal money.
Yeah, we'll be able to make it. We'll be able to line our sweet
Tim's
fat
5'9". No way. Somebody said Tim's 5'9". I don't believe it. I've seen him standing next to other people.
What?
He's at most 5'7". He might be even less than that.
Says he's 5'10".
5'10". That is bullshit. There's no way. Look at him next to Crowder and tell me that he's only 2 inches shorter.
Oh, she's Scottish, bro. We just got another super chat.
Scottish.
Right there.
Okay. There you go.
Why is it not pulling it up?
So is it Catherine Gillian?
Yeah, Catherine Gillian. So she's Scottish.
Mm-hmm.
Which, are some pretty great people in my book, honestly.
Yeah, well, no, they're awesome people because they know that in order to answer a question and clarify things, it's going to take another 5 pounds.
Exactly.
That's the
just
best
keep
kind of
sending
people
the
right
super
there.
chat. That's exactly what this show's about. We just want to be sitting here reading your super chats the entire night and talking about bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, we had a great run doing that the other day.
Yeah, seriously. It was just like nonstop coming
It
on
was,
through.
I
That
couldn't
seems like
say
what we
a sentence without stopping for a super chat.
I know, right? I mean, it just seems like if we can get that energy back, this thing's just going to be kicking off like crazy right now. So thanks to Catherine Gillen.
Absolutely.
We
Because
appreciate
you know what we do? We
Gillen.
break for super chats.
Yeah, we break for super chats. We only break for
You know
super
what we?
chats.
Oh, dude, we need a bumper sticker that says "We break for super chats."
No, we can make that probably.
That would be an
working on some
awesome
stickers, actually,
bumper sticker.
but I was having some trouble with the thingy.
Oh, it's Gillen. Is it Gillen with a G or a Gillen? It's probably a Gillen, I would assume.
Gillen.
But you feel free to super chat us the answer.
Yes, feel free to hit us one more time on the answer chat. That's fine. We'll be totally cool with it.
Yeah, that's good.
Actually, let me check and see if that sticker was on there. Yeah, no, actually, those stickers that I tried to make yesterday got all jacked up.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was trying to make
Hey,
them.
we got
I don't
another
know how
super
the
chat.
layout
There's
is
2
supposed to be.
American buckaroos.
Oh,
Another
yeah,
super
there we
chat
go.
to read. We will happily read the super chat that says, "Here's another super chat to read."
Well, we appreciate your $2 USD, Riddick Fusion. Thank you for your generous donation to the super chat. Bringing that money up and nice and good for us is exactly what we like. It's as a business over here. We're trying to make money. So please send some now. Find it in your heart to open your checkbook and then transfer it to us.
Does anybody use a checkbook anymore? I kind of feel like that's not a thing these days. It's either cash or credit.
Yeah, most of the time it's cash or credit, but most of the time people are just like tap to pay.
Do you have any checks?
Oh, I don't have that.
Do you have checks still?
I haven't had a check in over 10 years.
Like, I know where I have some checks sitting in the closet, but I don't think I've written one in probably 5-6 years.
Yeah, like I still have the original like temporary checks that they gave me when I first opened my bank account, and I've never used one. Not once. Not never. Don't even know how to fill out a check, actually, to be perfectly honest.
Dude. I got a new phone the other day. Not a phone, but a new phone number on a different provider. And I got one of these eSIMs, which was like magic. You just scan your screen with a 3D barcode and boom. I know you did. That's why I actually did it finally yesterday.
Oh, so you went and got yourself a Google Fi number?
No, I found a much cheaper provider than Google, but it's the same kind of deal.
Oh, that's cool. I mean,
I got Mint. Mint was $30 full unlimited or $20 for 15 gigs.
That's pretty good, but I bet you the network sucks.
No, they're on T-Mobile.
The network sucks. Oh, yeah, so the network sucks.
No. T-Mobile, where I'm at, T-Mobile is the best one of the three.
Oh, really? That seems almost impossible.
No, I'm getting like 160 megs per second on T-Mobile here.
I mean,
I know it's different in different locations.
Showing you on the screen or whatever, but
Austin is very, very good for T-Mobile.
I mean, I'm a Verizon cat. I got Verizon. That's the only one that works everywhere. And I've honestly driven through Austin with T-Mobile and AT&T and Verizon, and the only one that worked for when I was driving across Texas consistently was literally the Verizon, actually. And I even had a Sprint. Like, I had a high spot for each of them. And in my testing with driving and streaming or whatever, the longest uptime and the best network connectivity, hands down, was Verizon. And it wasn't even a fucking question of who's got the coverage or whatever. It might be fast in like your area because they got a ton of towers, but second you get outside of Austin, dude, T-Mobile is just like, I mean, it'll work, but it's not gonna. You ain't streaming, you ain't downloading shit, you ain't doing any of that shit. Like, I think I was able to get T-Mobile to eke out on the highway on the 10. Like, I was barely getting like 10 megabit down, but my upload was just trash. Trash.
Yeah, it could be. I just know in Austin, T-Mobile gives the fastest speeds out of all the networks right now. That 5G stuff.
Yeah, we got that 5G stuff too with all the other ones. The supposed 5G. Yeah, and I know
somebody said Tim is American, therefore his height is measured in shoes. So he's probably 5'8".
Verizon. Huh. Dude, I remember Sprint PCS. I used to have a unlimited Sprint modem that I use for things that I got from the Calix Institute. You can actually still get them. Actually, you ever heard of the Calix Institute?
No.
Okay, 1 second. So the Calix Institute is an interesting group of individuals. They offer mobile internet, a Calix OS, like a privacy-focused OS that's very similar to what you would get from Graphene. It was actually at a hacker convention, and then they actually offer truly mobile, like unlimited internet, like Wi-Fi hotspots and shit. So part of your membership, you can actually get different things. So like they sell phones, they sell they sell wireless mobile hotspots and stuff, and they got a lot of different projects. So they actually allow you to utilize.
Don't you get an affiliate code for them?
Yeah, I don't think they offer that actually, but if you want to join it, you can. So you can support them. You can get a membership and you get a Pixel phone with the Calix OS pre-installed. On top of that, you get like an actual freaking
$600
internet connection. Yeah, so $700
$700 for the Pixel 6. Okay.
Yeah, and you get a Pixel 4a with 5G for $600, and it's basically $600 for the first year, and you get unlimited phone, text, and internet. If you got internet, if you're on the network, it's unlimited, and then every year after that for unlimited for the rest of your life, it's $10. So it's $10 a year for internet. Your internet connection on that, and then they also offer
So is that who you use? Or you don't use them anymore though, right?
No, I still pay them. Like I still whatever. I still have the hotspot as well. I just don't really use it right
Oh,
now.
I used to have one of those hotspots, little T-Mobile one.
Yeah, like they folded it into a different. They folded since I think somebody bought Sprint, and their network used to be just
T-Mobile
a Sprint
bought
network,
Sprint.
but now it's just T-Mobile, so it's just a T-Mobile network now. So like you can get 4G hotspots, the 5G hotspots. Like I think I paid actually the sustainer level. So like I got one of these MiFi hotspots, and then I upgraded it the last time I saw them. Like I go see them at DEF CON every now and then. They have a booth. So I just I went there and I bought it directly for them. So I think I only paid like $500 total. And then I got the sustainer level. I gave them cash. And then they literally right there gave me, the phone and everything.
Nice.
And if you order it offline from, but I just thought it was pretty interesting because if people are into privacy, this is one of the better institutes.
I like that. I wouldn't mind having, even if they don't have an affiliate link, just like maybe not on our main page, but somewhere have a little, here's the kind of shit products that we use ourselves and recommend that have some benefits like that. For sure.
Yeah, they don't have an affiliate system or anything like that.
No, I wouldn't expect them.
They don't even have a lot
like
of phones. Like there's a guy that they're doing these themselves. So like they're taking them,
so they're buying phones on eBay and then redoing them or something. Yeah.
Yeah, they're buying them from various different places,
well,
redoing them.
I just looked at my watch here and I got to get some work done.
You can get replacements. Yeah, we'll get some work done, dude.
Yeah, I gotta do that. So glad I was able to jump in for a little bit. And continue the grift, my friend.
I will.
Keep her going. And let's get some more money coming in, guys. You wanna. I can tell you want
you want to send some super chats.
You want to see that super chat popping up on the screen.
Ooh, say what
with your name on it. That's such a awesome feeling. There's nothing else quite like it. All right, guys. We'll catch y'all later.
Right. Have a good one, Gene. Peace. Now we got Sir Gene out. Sir Gene is out. Well, that's pretty good. We got some pretty decent news today, I think, and I think I'm going to take I guess I'll take that time to take my leave. We'll cut out a little bit earlier today and maybe start a little bit earlier tonight. So it's time for us to give you guys them deuces. Time to give you the deucerinos or whatever. I mean, we guess we could finish watching this real quick, though. Let's do that.
This guy even got, I don't know.
It's hard to get through it sometimes because Gene likes to talk, right? And we start talking about other stuff. Which is fine.
Past me. I'll just tell you, I don't know. The amount of hatred and attacks that came against Jack Murphy were at a higher degree than anyone ever went after Trump. And so that to me was just like, what the fuck, dude? Like Jack Murphy, was just some dude who was on the show. Out
of only Fridays?
No, it was every other Wednesday for 7 months.
It was not a lot. Yeah.
He was on the show 17 times, I believe. And then Jeremy goes on a show when he was supposed to be on our show to smack talk us and then claims he's my friend. Then he makes a video with my face with Jack Murphy's beard and continually talks smack and then says he's my friend. And people are like, Tim, why aren't you friends with Jeremy? This guy's not my friend.
Did you see
this guy's been shitting all over me nonstop and I ignore it.
The picture of Jack Murphy's beard as your hat. Did you see that one?
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, you were going to play a song called I'm Offended.
There's so many song ideas flying around right now in this whole conversation. That's why I'm not saying anything. I'm just going, wow. There's title.
He doesn't really like that.
Jack Murphy, Eliza Blue. This is an epic song waiting to be written. Maybe you should just write the song, record it,
so we can say swear words.
You know what I'll do? I'll just play A, C, D, F, A minor, C, D, F, and I'll just talk.
Spoken word.
Jeremy Hambley made a video where he was shit talking me and he claimed he was my friend. Then he told everyone, "Don't go to Tim's website and cancel your membership." I still think he's my friend. Here's a picture of him with Jack Murphy's beard.
He's my friend.
Okay, dude, real good friend move there.
Yeah, I didn't know that he had been on another program while he was saying he was supposed to be on our program.
I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure the day he was supposed to be here, he did a show with I think Chrissy Mayer and Brittany Venti. And he was like, I'm going to give Tim till tomorrow to talk about it. But he wouldn't talk about Jack Murphy either. And all he had to do was say, I'm sorry, this guy was grifting off my show. He was on every week. And it's just Jeremy's just lying. Jack Murphy was on 17 out of 400 episodes. He was a recurring guest that was here periodically. It was over the span of a few months. We had him every other Wednesday. That was it.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, the reason
like
why
every month,
Jack Murphy
though.
doesn't come on the show anymore is because I personally felt the way he handled the situation with Eliza and Sydney was extremely inappropriate.
You said Eliza and Sydney. Elijah?
Elijah.
It's happening.
It's happening.
The confluence is beginning.
Well, their name, actually, I was talking to someone, I mentioned Elijah Schaefer, and they were like, Eliza? And I'm like, no.
Eliza
no,
Schaefer?
Escape it.
I can't escape. The way he handled that with Elijah and Sydney, like I basically was talking to both of them, and I was like, guys, like this is not worth the drama.
This
like,
is
I get
definitely
it. I told
a
Jack, like,
clusterfuck,
dude,
Mrs.
you need to apologize. You should have
Gillian-
said that to her. I
Gillian.
get it. Just be like, I was wrong. I'm sorry, dude. I hope you guys can forgive me. But behind the scenes, Jack was just like, I don't know. I guess his honor was hurt. And
That might have been part of it too. Why Jeremy took such issue with Jack is because the way he treated Sydney on that show. Because now Jeremy and Sydney are doing a show together, multiple shows together.
Sure.
Community
Sydney-
Notes,
Syd-
I think it's called.
And
Eliza
Sydney is
Blue.
awesome, and we're friends with her, and we've had her out several times as well. And that's why I was like, guys, like, here's my thing. We shouldn't have these fights in public. We should sit down.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't have these fights in public. You should talk about it behind a paywall where nobody can see it, so you could keep collecting super chats even though you already talked about it.
Like adults, maybe have some whiskey and be like, okay, we've got a mission here. We're trying to better this country, save the world in a manner of speaking. This ain't going to help it. So why don't we figure out what we got to do so that we can carry on a mission that's a positive thing? But, you know, Jack didn't want to do that.
And if that doesn't work, you cage fight in the parking lot, right?
Right.
Yeah, Jack
Now,
didn't
I'm
want
not
to
trying
do
to
that.
I'm not
Just
trying to
kidding.
drag Jack or anything. I don't want to speak ill of anybody, but I felt like, you know, he decided, like he sent a message, I guess, behind the scenes saying, I'm going to war or whatever. And I'm like, bro, what? This is not the way you handle this.
He didn't say that
And
he
so
was
I'm just
going
like,
to war.
I'm done with it.
He didn't say he was going to
I'm
war.
not being involved. But Jeremy,
He said there was
makes
going to be
so
a war.
much of his content off of
because of
just
it.
doing drama stuff. And I got no issue. TMZ does their thing. I'll cite them. Jeremy does his
You
thing.
just say
Sometimes
Jeremy's
it's very,
drama.
very important. But for Jeremy to like try and insult me consistently over and over again and then be shocked that I'd block him is just laughable.
Yeah.
I just,
Absolutely laughable.
I don't follow him, but Twitter keeps like putting him in my newsfeed, and I'm such a
Right.
boomer. I don't know how to get rid of it. But it'll be
I'm
like
such
one
a
tweet being
boomer,
like,
I don't know how
can't
to
believe
get
they
rid
would
of
do
it.
this. The next
Really,
one's like,
girl?
no guys, Tim and I are
Really,
cool.
you
And the
dumb
next one's
fuck?
mad at you. Like at a certain point, it must just be exhausting to follow this
Are you
person.
fucking
know?
serious?
Oh, it's just like,
She's
dude,
fucking
I'll say it again.
serious.
I think he has like 2 different thumbnails of me with Jack Murphy's beard. And Brittany Venti did the same thing. Like, not the same thing. Brittany Venti posts like Jack Murphy beards. And then I'm just like, here's what I don't understand. I'm gonna say this right now to each and every one of you as a member. If you really care about Jack Murphy, you shouldn't be a member of this website. I don't care. You know, and the other thing they're doing, right, is they're saying that, like, so I did a video today talking about how the one thing that really makes me want to just quit is the low tier internet drama. Like
The one thing that makes me just want to quit. So Tim has actually been thinking about quitting doing his job. So he's going to give up on the cancel culture because of one single situation. I mean, he's obviously not going to quit because, you know, he's not going to give up all of that fucking money. But the fact that he would even mention that basically shows that this is exactly where he's been planning and thinking on going for at least a month or two now. Because he does see that he's the only one that's doing any actual work. He's the only one making any actual money. And it's just basically him with a bunch of his friends that are basically just living off of him. And I think that that's why he's having this kind of reaction, because he sees that this is basically going to be damaging for him. He thought that he could just get out of this and not actually start talking about it. And it's pretty clear now that he's probably just going to end up fucking quitting, dude.
specifically
Which if he
cited
quit,
the Young Turks and
go
Hassan
ahead,
Piker.
quit. You'll cry,
And now they're
baby.
claiming I was talking about Jeremy. And I'm like, it's because all they have is
Just a whiny
fake
little
drama because
crybaby,
I
dude.
don't know. It's not real.
The drama's friction and it builds on itself. So like the longer you
He is
stay in it,
full
the
of
hotter
shit.
it gets faster. And I dealt
So
with that
full of
bullshit in
shit.
06. Like it's nonstop. You
In
get some idiot that
06?
tries to tell you about marijuana who never smoked marijuana before. And
But
it's
what
like,
does a big dog do when he's walking down the sidewalk and the little yap dog's barking through the chain link
you
fence?
bark loud.
No, what does a
hard.
big dog do?
Oh, I don't know.
He just keeps walking.
Yeah.
He never
Yeah,
barked.
Tim
You
is
ever
very
seen a big dog go
difficult.
woo 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 at a chihuahua? No.
No.
They just look at him like, okay.
Let me
and they just keep walking. You know,
I'll-
I mean, they're nip.
I don't know who that chick is, actually. I don't know what that girl's name is, actually.
At you to try to get you to engage because you're bigger than they are.
Right.
And I would say this, just as a guy looking on the outside, this girl, Eliza Blue here,
I was like almost expecting this dude to basically say that Eliza Blue had pussy that was made out of gold or something like that. Like, what's that pussy made out of, cocaine or something? Everybody talking about this bitch.
bad predicament to be in as a person that.
Well, I guess he didn't say it.
You got to go out and stir up this kind of controversy, maybe pay for it based on what you're saying.
Well, I don't know that she did. I'm not saying that.
Could be the case, but whatever it is, that you want to be famous just because you want to be famous. I got to tell you, fame comes with a lot of downside, of downside. If you're gonna be famous and deal with the downside of fame, I hope you built something great, because it is somewhat of a chain and a shackle to you to a large degree. And somebody that wants that just for the sake of wanting it doesn't understand it very well.
What was the biggest bullshit you had to deal with?
Yeah, what was
well, I mean, you've been in my house in town. I mean, my house is like a fort, because I have death threats. I've had people put in GPS ankle monitors that have threatened me, all kinds of crazy stuff. But that comes with the territory in these days if you build something great. But if you build something great that you can that I built that myself. I grew up in a trailer in Texas. I have a high school diploma. That's the extent of my pedigree. All right. And you've been to my house, and I don't owe any money on the house.
I've only been to the
I have
top
no
3
debt.
floors.
I have no debt.
What a weird.
I built some good stuff.
Wait, hold up. I think I figured out who this girl is. 1 second.
Be on the lookout for that.
Cool, man. Thanks for joining us. Should be a lot of fun. We also got Hannah Claire hanging out.
Hi, I'm Hannah
Hannah
Claire.
Claire.
I'm a writer for timcast.com. I
Hannah
also
Claire.
occasionally go on Pop Culture Crisis. I'm working on making my intro longer per request. But yeah, thanks for having me on tonight.
Her name's Hannah Claire, apparently. I just had to go look that up.
But I've taken blank sheets of paper and I've turned them into things that have done well. I've got to build those things. Inspired. The boss gave me the inspiration. I did it. So I get to hang on to that regardless if whatever happens in my life, I go, you know what? It was nothing and now it's something, and now my kids get to take that and build on top of that. I got pride and integrity with that. But somebody that says and fame came because of that. I want to be famous, so I'm going to turn this blank sheet of paper into a song. No, I'm going to turn the blank sheet of paper into a song because that's what I'm driven to do. Right, I don't know if anybody's going to hear it. Mm-hmm. And then fame is a byproduct of that. But if fame is the point and the goal, that's very hollow.
Yeah,
it's never going to mean anything to you.
Did you have a plan to become famous in the back of your mind? Was that part of it when you were creating?
I always wanted to be able to get successful enough where I could play with my heroes, play music with my musical heroes. So I wanted to be able to.
Nobody's certain than the country guy.
I got to do a couple of shows with Johnny Cash early in the day.
That's so cool.
Or be able to play on the Grand Ole Opry stage. Be able to invite my family and grandparents from the World War II generation to the Opry and watch me sing. Those are the kind of things I was shooting for. So it wasn't like, I hope 50 million people know my name and I get to build a big old house. That really wasn't in my mind. It was, that
wasn't in his mind.
Which I think
that's pretty much it. So as you can see, the way that they're discussing this thing, like they're still trying to separate themselves from the situation because they're still focused on the Eliza Blue aspect of it. They're like, we don't get why it's about Eliza Blue. It's completely escaped being about Eliza Blue now. It's about the censorship, right? That's what people care about. People care that Twitter is censoring people. People care about Twitter permanently suspending people over bullshit. Over videos that were publicly available on YouTube and screenshots from publicly available videos. That's what it's about. It's about L.G. Irwin. It's about Elon Musk. And it's about the lying, about it being a different platform. That's what people care about, Tim. Yeah, he doesn't seem to care about that. He doesn't seem to understand that that's why we're all kind of focused on this particular situation. And I mean, he says it pretty clearly.
I think he's legitimately bringing up interesting points and being funny about it.
But I think being called a grifter just feeds the character. He's
and the lockdowns and all that, and that tore him up bad. He saw that and realized what had been placed on the country and how they dealt with all that. And that's when he came out and said, you know what, I'm going to start swinging at them. but did it with comedy.
I think
there's more to the guy than just being crazy on a mic.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I think
Brilliant.
you know, just to lightly mention the Eliza Blue stuff.
To
I think
lightly
she's a
mention
grifter.
it.
Like
I
she
think
says
she's
she
a
wants to be
grifter.
famous. She clearly wants to be famous.
Mhm.
And she's found that being an advocate against trafficking is a path towards being famous. So I'm kind of like, look, man, she's not that famous.
Yeah, sorry, we had to skip the Jeep shit. They had to skip the Jeep shit and all that other stuff. I was trying to stay focused on the grift, but you know, sometimes we got to talk about other.
I don't really
shit.
care that much. She's not going to change policy. She's not going to have a big impact. There's no reason to give people like this attention. But if she's advocating against child porn and human trafficking, it's like, okay, well, you know, whatever.
Maybe she should get famous if she's pushing for that.
I mean, you don't have to like her. But,
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
the message
think-
is strong.
I think you can't.
Like, why was it so hard for Tim to put that out? Like, why was it so hard for him to do that? Like, none of this needed to happen. Nobody needed to make all the memes, but he thought that he was going to do his own PR reputation management. He was like, I could do this by myself. I can handle it just fine. I'm not going to turn into another Frost Kira. No way. I'm not going to be the next Jack Murphy and not be able to figure out what people are actually mad about. But well, now we're starting to see that, yeah, it's there. And then we're getting stuff like this out of the illustrious Tim Pool.
Scroats McGoat says, last night as a member, if Tim doesn't disavow Eliza tonight, get the out, Scroats McGoat. You can cancel right now and see you later. You will never wave money in my face and make me disavow anybody, especially someone I care so little about, Eliza Blue.
But I want you guys to know that if you send me money, I will definitely disavow whoever you ask me to. Just throw like $5-10 on it. And I will be like, I disavow the person in this message right here. You see that name that they put there? You know, whoever it is, I don't even care. I'll say I'll disavow.
She's been on the show 2
I'll
times.
do it.
If you're going to cancel because I won't do what you say, you shouldn't have been here in the first place. Bye-bye. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Scroats McGoat says, last night.
I mean, that's not how you treat your paying subscribers. That's not how you treat the people that have been in your channel for years and years and years, 14 months in some cases for some of these folks. Like, that shit's just fucked up, man. You don't do that. You just don't do that. So it's an implosion of epic proportions. And I mean, it's just kind of crazy. I mean, he says that we're paid trolls for Eliza Blue. That's what
All
he
right.
says.
Uh-oh. Looks like we got some lot of drama comments. Let's start reading them. Jimbo says, so many came here to spread hate, not realizing their views and commentary help boost the algorithm for old Timmy Boy. You don't like it, watch something else. Otherwise, you're clowning yourselves. Well, I appreciate the super chat and appreciate it. And then I put up a poll and I said, smash the like button if you don't trust Eliza Blue. And 89% said, I will like because I don't trust her. That means everybody who smashed the thumbs down trusts Eliza Blue. All right. Well, that was an interesting, it's 13,000 votes. It's interesting to see that so many people came here to support her by giving us a thumbs down. Well, I can't say I'm surprised.
That's what they were doing, Tim.
Scroats McGoat says, last night as a member, if Tim doesn't disavow Eliza tonight, get the out, Scroats McGoat. You can cancel right now and see you later. You will never wave money in my face and make me disavow anybody, especially someone I care so little about, Eliza Blue.
Yeah, Russell, he thinks that he's so fucking clever. Oh, I'm so fucking clever. I made a poll where I'm going to like farm. No, people just answered your fucking phone and poll. They didn't even hit the fucking like button because we're not dumb, Tim. We're not as dumb as you. We're not little wakers that can't stand up or have a backbone in anything. What you said in your after show, you could have just put in the main show. And guess what? You could have done it 2 weeks ago and nobody would have gave a fuck. None of this would have happened. You wanker.
She's been on the show 2 times. If you're going to cancel because I won't do what you say, you shouldn't have been here in the first place. Bye-bye. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. All right, what else do we got? DJ Zeno says, unsubbed on members only after over a year. Here's $5 FU for you know. I'm pretty bummed. Thought you stood against censorship. Hope you change. See you later, buddy. Look, sad to see you go, but I will never cater to a mob. And that's it. End of story.
I will never cater to a mob. Even if they're talking about censorship, I am Cloud Shoes. My name is Tim Pool, Master Grift.
Eliza Blue is not important. She's not important to me. She's not a member of Congress. She doesn't enact policy. She is a low-tier internet personality that for some reason people are desperately obsessed with, and I literally don't care. So have a nice day.
I got to say this. If someone got banned off Twitter or any platform for a reason other than violating the terms of service, that's a big deal and should be taken up and will be if it happened with the Twitter administration or the administration of the social network. But the personal stuff it's like, no offense, TMZ garbage. It's like National Enquirer. I mean, if you like it, oh God. But there's a lot we can build.
Questioning you.
I don't care if people care about this stuff. They're allowed to. But like the idea that people are going to come here and threaten, like, I will cancel my membership because you're not talking about someone no one ever heard of. It's like, dude, I get that you know who she is. But you know what's funny about Jack Murphy and Eliza Blue is that here's what happens.
Everybody heard of her.
People ask questions about these personalities. And I know most people listening are like, I have no idea who these people are. And that's exactly it. We had about 40,000 peak concurrent viewers. We get, 300 to 500,000 video viewers plus 100,000 on the podcast, and then about 1 million across the clips. And the people who watch have no idea what the people in the chat are talking about when it comes to Eliza Blue or Jack Murphy. In fact, John, do you know who Eliza Blue is?
That's not true at all.
The only reason I knew is because I saw you guys talking about it one time.
One time we mentioned
I never learned about her organically. No.
So what I think is going on, to be completely honest, is that the people who are claiming they hate her are actually probably a paid reputational firm to promote her. So that's why I brought this up last week.
Griftcast IRL
there are companies you can hire that will spam the internet to generate buzz and attention for you. There's no such thing as bad press. Mm-hmm. So when I see people like flooding our comments and saying things that aren't true, like I'm canceling my membership, I can see who's canceling their memberships. Like I can literally, I own the website. And this past week, we have gained slightly more members than we normally gain. And it's probably because the guests we had on last week or whatever, and Jack Posobiec, maybe, he's a great personality. And so we gain several hundred per week, and we gain a little bit more than that on average, with people coming in claiming that they're canceling their memberships. Maybe they are, but we're gaining more than they're being canceled. I think that many of these people,
they're getting more than they're being canceled. I don't think that's happening.
One, a lot of it's inorganic promotion of Eliza Blue. A ton of content flooding the internet, bringing up a personality no one's ever heard of, makes her instantly famous to even the likes of, 9-time Grammy nominee John Rich, who's not heard of her. Mm. That's the point. They want us to talk about her because they're being paid to generate controversy. They either want to. That's why it doesn't matter if we say anything good or bad.
Yeah.
If we say, look, we're doing the story, Shane Cashman's. Nope, it's bad. Mm-hmm. We say, okay, we're not going to talk. Oh, nope, now it's bad. I think it's a PR campaign. In order, I think people are being paid to promote her.
Yeah, keeps you in the cycle, basically.
That's right. She's never been more famous because of this.
Exactly.
And so I'll be completely honest with the Shane Cashman story. I told Shane Cashman I didn't want him to do the story because he went from profiling Ye to Carrie Lake and now to a low mid-tier internet personality over that I just think. The next, he was supposed to be interviewing Andrew Tate. We reached out to Tate. As Shane mentioned, this may kill the story, and Tate said yes. And so we were like, "This is great." Shane writes tremendous work. I said, "I don't think he should do it because clearly they're trying to promote Eliza Blue. That's what this whole thing is about."
Oh shit! I should start selling my pillows. Is there an affiliate program for my pillow?
She's never been more famous. Yeah. And I think it's beneath him. But he said, look, man, I really, really want to dig in and do the story. It's 80,000 words, is massive. And I'm like, look, man, you do your thing. I'm not going to tell you what you can or can't write. I trust you. At Timcast, we don't tell people they have to say something. They can't say things. Someone wants to post offensive memes on social media. I'm not going to fire them over it. Shane comes to me and says, "Is the story I got to tell?" I say, "You do your thing." But I'm telling everybody who's listening and doesn't know who this is, I will just explain. Right now, there's a massive campaign from high-profile personalities to promote and make Eliza Blue famous. She has stated she wants to be famous, even to Shane Cashman, and so they're coming and spamming us with comments to force us to talk about her like we are right now to make her more famous. Yep. It's working, and I was like, let's not go anywhere near this because someone's getting paid. It's a PR stunt, and it's working. Yeah. There you go, guys. I've addressed it. Have a nice day. And then all of these other people who I know, like who have been members of this channel are saying like, why won't you get on board, bro? You are walking right into a PR game. I talked about how they do this. They're called
They're walking into a PR game, and damn, we just got a freaking super chat from Cat3 Gillen. Another $5, great British pounds. I want to know who's protecting Tim. Never been bumped off of YouTube or Twitter. That's right. Who is protecting Tim? What reputation management firm is behind him? And is that reputation management firm called Redacted? I don't think the world may ever know, but Tim's delusions of grandeur are getting the best of him, and I think that we're seeing it
reputation
happening
management
live.
firms. You
We're
go to
seeing
them
it
and you say,
happening live.
how much money to make me a star? And they'll say, we're going to do a two-front thing. We're going to say you're fighting a good fight, but you got controversy. That way we get you on both fronts. People will defend you. People will oppose you. And this will result in high-profile outlets. The Daily Beast will write about you. You're going to get a bunch of, grifter channels are going to start talking about you, drama channels, big
Grifter
YouTubers.
channels
We will
like
make
mine?
you famous, and it'll cost you $100,000. And there you go. Congratulations, everybody. You did exactly what the money paid for, and here we are addressing it just for you. Hope the money was worth it.
Just for you.
All right.
Yeah, the money has been worth it, Tim. It's literally been worth it. We do this for the money, and honestly, just taking you down a couple of notches has been a fantastic thing for me right now. I mean, I love it. Yeah, that's Tim right there, baby. That's how he's putting it forward to all of us. He's showing us who he really is. We're getting the reality of the situation. And I mean, he's telling us exactly what he wants us to do. He wants us to give us that good old deuces. He wants to give us the deuces, and that's basically it. He's a maniac. He is a jerk, mystified Russell. He is delusional, half hammer. He is a maniac. And I mean, it's really what we've been seeing from this guy for a while now, except for he can't handle this stuff. Tim Pool can't handle it. He's never been there. He's been very clear that he doesn't want to be part of the story, and he will run if he's ever part of the story. And that's what he's doing right now. He's running. He's showing us exactly how you don't handle this type of situation. And with his comments on the, what's it called, show that he did private members only or whatever, just 100% confirm that, you know what, we knew that he knew that she was a grifter. We knew that he knew that she was a grifter the second that she had him on a show the first time and the second time. Yeah, he still had her on. He still platformed her. He didn't even push her. He didn't ask any questions because he didn't want to come off like an asshole. And now it's starting to bite him in the ass, and it's everybody else's fault. It's the reputation management firm's fault. And I mean, if you want to join the reputation management firm, email us at hr@griftcast.com, and we'll get you set up with your W-9s and stuff so we could get you paid for all that trolling that you're doing. But essentially, it's like, Tim's a fraud, dude. He is just a fraud. He is a fraud. And there's really nothing else that you could kind of say. He decided that he wasn't going to take care of the situation, and not taking care of the situation has basically turned it into a system in which there is no winning for him, right? And he's going to keep seeing his channel start fucking hemorrhaging subscribers and shit. And why? It's because of how he's handled this situation, and it doesn't have anything else to do with anybody else but him. It doesn't have anything to do with anybody else but him. And I mean, so far, he's down 10,000 subscribers in just a day after the rants and stuff. So I'm expecting for it to be a lot more, because this was an easily avoidable situation. He didn't need to do it. He didn't need to make this happen. It wasn't supposed to go down like this. He should have just said something up front for his fans, and then I think everybody would have been fine with it. But avoiding it in this particular way, showing everybody that he doesn't actually care about what's going on, is the main thing that he had it. And, maybe he will buy bots to make it appear like he lost no one. Maybe he's hiring reputation management firms and PR firms to kind of make this better for himself. But at the end of the day, I don't think that really matters to be perfectly honest, because we already know what's up, man. We already know what's up, folks. We already know what they were finally doing. And I guess with that, we'll probably cut her off today. So time to go through all the damn super chats and stuff that we got today. For much appreciation for all of you amazing people out there. Yeah, dude. So what did we get? We had the Tanya buying something from us. She also did a donation, but for whatever reason, it won't let me do it. She donated $111, and then she also got herself a freaking hoodie. We had Sewer Guy Rob donating 99 cents to the super chat. Deborah Williams subscribed. Theta Naya also did a $19.99 super chat, which is also very, very nice. We had Lucky Burrito, Fearlessly Authentic Podcast, doing a $2 super chat. We had our friend Judy Comier become a subscriber. We also had Alice in Wonderland 1 also becoming a subscriber. We had that good old homie Iridic Fusion dropping over $2 on the super chats for us. We appreciate that. We also had Karen Gillum dropping all kinds of super chats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, almost 4 of them. And then we also had Iridic Fusion dropping another $2 super chat. So we're going to let all those pop out, make it going out there, doing all the other thing. And then what happened to Steve Cutler or whatever? Did he get banned or something? What happened to him? How did he get banned? That's pretty weird, actually. But we do want to thank everybody joining the IRL, the Griftcast IRL streams. I know today we're a little shaky or whatever. My voice is probably not doing the best that it could be, but hey, that's okay. We're going to keep trying to do what we can to make sure that the show's good for you. And we totally appreciate all the super chats and donations and everything that folks are sending on through to help us here at the show, keep bringing you content and keep doing this as our main job, because that's really why we do it. We do it to make money, so we don't got to go drive around for DoorDash or go do other types of work and jobs. So if you support what we do here, you like what we do here, consider making a donation, consider subscribing, sharing this with your friends, and doing all that other stuff, because it definitely makes a nice time for us up here. And also, it helps it become even more interactive for all of you guys out there. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you for coming through and dropping us some love and money and all of that other good stuff. But now it's time to take it into the next level. And that's pretty much it for tonight. So thank you very much for joining us today. I am your host, Manny, a.k.a. DeFango, and the Griftcast IRL is now out. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you later again on the next one. Check you out tonight for the Nightmare News, because it's probably going to be interesting. See you later, folks.
Whatever we do, change coming. Comedy with the implosion of our Imperium, and then coming with the rapid degradation of the ecosystem itself. And if nothing we can do to stop is how we cope with this change. Will we respond rationally? Will we learn to speak to the world with a new humility and recreate structures within our own communities for sustainability? Or will we continue to live in illusion? And in a way, it's a matter of awakening ourselves to our new reality and responding to it.
The argument that I'm making is that when we evaluate tactics, strategies, actions, the question we should ask is, do they create a more horizontal distribution of power or not? Right? Do they equip us for self-determination or not? I don't know if we can save the world. I don't know what's possible. We can't know what the future holds. So we can invest ourselves in acting according to our consciences now, no matter what people call us when we do, in such a way that others will feel entitled to do the same.